year. CBS's Andres Gutierrez is in Altadena.
There is still a flood watch that remains in effect out here through this afternoon. The rain is starting to ease up, but again, the ground is so saturated that they're keeping a close eye around these bird cars.
On this day after Christmas, people have been flocking to the stores for good deals, but also to return some of their gifts. Retail analyst Bert Flickinger.
They get an expensive gift, they feel they can return it and maybe buy 3-4 other gifts for the same price.
Internal documents show Instagram is trying to lure more teens back to its platform. CBS's Michael Wallace has the story.
In the memos viewed by the Washington Post, Meta leaders urged employees to focus on winning back teens to Instagram rather than the build-out of Threads, Meta's rival to X. The memos show by 2023, teen signups to Instagram had dropped by 20 to 30%. The long-term goal is to make Instagram the world's largest platform for teens by 2027 and to set up an early pipeline for lifelong use of Meta's other platforms like Facebook.
No Santa Claus rally on Wall Street today. Stocks closed slightly lower on this day after Christmas. The S&P 500 fell 2 points. The Dow fell 20. So did the NASDAQ. This is CBS News.
Through trusted relationships and national reach, CVS Health is uniquely positioned to simplify care. Learn more at cvshealth.com/Investor Day.
Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station, News Radio 105.9 and WBBMNewsRadio.com.
4:03, Friday, the 26th day of December. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us on this day after Christmas. I'm Lisa Fielding. We've got 44 degrees, cloudy skies, northwest winds at 8 miles an hour, overcast and damp today, a high in the 40s, warmer still by Sunday, but then back to more seasonal temperatures Sunday night into Monday. The AccuWeather 5-day forecast coming up at 4:15. But first at 4, new details this afternoon about a shooting in West suburban Aurora that sent multiple women to the hospital. Officers responded to a reported shooting in the 300 block of Sunset last night. Upon arrival, police found 3 women with gunshot wounds. Paramedics took the women to the hospital. Detectives are continuing to investigate the circumstances surrounding the incident. Anyone with information is asked to call Aurora Police. Police also investigating a suspicious fire that happened early Christmas morning in the Bronzeville neighborhood.
The arson attack happened just before 5 a.m. near the corner of 46 and Drexel in the Bronzeville neighborhood. Police are saying Christmas morning, a 43-year-old man was home alone when someone threw a flammable object through his window. The victim was able to put out the flames without being injured. However, the culprit was able to get away. No one was displaced from the home. Glenn Marshall, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Police say a man was injured after a gun discharge during a cleaning. It happened on the northwest side. Happened in the 3700 block of West Agatite. The 32-year-old man was cleaning the firearm inside the home when it went off. A bullet hit him in the right hand, but he was taken to the hospital in good condition. He did have a valid FOID card. Investigators combing through security footage, searching for the driver involved in a Southside hit and run late last night.
A white SUV was hit by a gray car on West 79th Street in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood, forcing the SUV into an abandoned building. 2 women were taken to a hospital and are said to be in fair condition. The driver of the car, which Chicago police say ran a red light prior to the crash, fled the scene. Area 2 detectives are investigating. Haley Hansen, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
A dedication, an organization dedicated to protecting police dogs is gifting an Illinois State Police canine a special vest.
Illinois State Police say within the next 10 weeks, Canine Zeus will receive a custom-fitted bullet and stab protective vest, courtesy of Vested Interest in Canines Incorporated. The nonprofit provides the vest to law enforcement dogs across the U.S. So far, canines in all 50 states have received more than 6,200 vests valued at nearly $7 million. The vests are paid for by private and corporate donations. I'm Martinez, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Scientists discover a lemon-shaped planet that's not like anything they've seen before.
The details, referred to as groundbreaking, are shared by University of Chicago scientists in the Astrophysical Journal letters that include the spotting of a new lemon-shaped exoplanet orbiting a neutron star about 1 million miles away. Footage taken from NASA's James Webb Space Telescope shows the planet has similar mass to Jupiter and unusual atmospheric conditions, including carbon clouds that can form diamonds. Experts say they are starstruck. No one knows how the planet came to be. They call it bizarre and a massive surprise, while one scientist says, quote, It's nice to not know everything. This is a puzzle to go after. Andy Day, News Radio 1059 WBBM.
Brookfield Zoo offering free admission to all guests from January 5th through February 28th. Every day of the week, you can visit the 235-acre park that features over 3,000 animals. There's only 2 exceptions to the free days. That is Martin Luther King Day and President's Day. While admission is free, parking fees and attractions costs still apply. Well, retail experts say shopping malls are enjoying a resurgence, but not all malls could be saved.
There's good news and bad news for Northwest suburban Bloomingdale. The good news is the village is moving forward with a $78 million mixed-use development at the site of the former Stratford Square Mall, which closed last year. But Bloomingdale Village Administrator Peter Scalera says it is a bit tough to let go of the old days.
I do remember those fun times, especially during the holidays, just walking around the mall and looking at the different people in the stores. It really did feel special. It is sad when we kind of initiated the demolition of the former mall. However, we tried every way possible to revitalize that mall.
Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end.
Terry Keschner, 1059 WBBM.
It's 4:08. Traffic and weather together on the 8th. And here's Mike Ellison.
Heavy traffic on the inbound side of the Eisenhower right now. You are jammed between Manheim and Harlem, and then we have another slowdown kind of in spots, Sacramento into the Jane Byrne interchange. Altogether, it's a 55-minute trip in from I-90 and 37 to make it in from Manheim. On your outbound side, really just a little bit tight as you're approaching Harlem. 18 minutes to Manheim and 36 on our way out to I-90. Back over on the Edens, on your inbound side, we've got a delay between Cicero and the Junction. 23 minutes to make it in from Lake Cook, but outbound's moving just fine. The Kennedy on your inbound side, heavy spots run from Cumberland down to just past that Wintrust mural near North Avenue. It's a 41-minute trip in from O'Hare, 22 to make it in from the Junction. If you're headed outbound, a slight delay between Randolph and the Hubbard Street Tunnel, and then another slowdown from Foster to Sayre. Really not too bad, though, at 14 minutes out to Montrose and 26 to get out to the airport. I-90 still nice and quiet in both directions. The Stevenson, 42 minutes in from 355, just 29 on your outbound side. On the Dan Ryan, it's going to be 18 minutes to make it in. We've got a delay between Pershing and Roosevelt. If you're headed outbound, moving better, but still a bit tight out to 18th Street. It's a 16-minute trip on your way out to the Split. I-57 on your inbound side, still heavy as you're passing Vollmer. Crews on the scene working on cleaning up an earlier crash. Good news is, once you make it past that point, you are clear the rest of the way up to the Dan Ryan. If you're headed outbound on I-57, everything's moving along just fine. Your next traffic report from the Metro Traffic Center at 4:18 on News Radio 1059 WBBM.
Well, the rest of this afternoon, pretty dark, kind of overcast, cloudy, damp, a high around 48, a low tonight of 37. Plenty of clouds tomorrow with a high of 46. Sunday, though, could reach temperatures as high as 55. 44 now at O'Hare, 43 Lakefront, 46 in Romeoville. Kind of an day on market. The market watch today, the Dow down 20, S&P down 2, and the Nasdaq off by 20 as well. It's 4:10.
When winter storms hit and the power goes out, will you be ready? Call Penco Electric.
What's up, everybody? SubX.News on the spot reporting. Merry Christmas. It's 4:11 p.m., December 26, 2025. I don't know, I gotta look up this shooting that happened out in Aurora. 3 girls, a ladies got shot. Let's see what I just heard about that. I've been trying to follow what's going on, but there's a lot of embargoes now on the crime. They don't want the end of the year to look bad, so I have to look that one up. That's sad that 3 ladies got shot. So we'll look that one up and see what's going on. I was gonna give Johnny Boom Boom a call and see what he's working on. What's the state of the live YouTube posting, right? Johnny's a YouTuber. He does a lot of lives on YouTube. I'm gonna give him a call, see what he's up to. He talks a little raw, so let's see what he's up to. Let's call up Johnny Boom Boom. Let's see if he answers the call, all right?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up? You're on live, Johnny.
Hey, how are you?
Alrighty. Yeah. Hey, you know, it's the holiday season, so try to watch your cussing, alright? I said it's the holiday season, so watch your cussing. You know what I mean? It's not the night show when we're on at midnight. You know what I mean?
Oh, I get what you're
Because
saying.
we get on those midnight shows, we do whatever we want then. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So first of all, Merry Christmas, Johnny. Did you have a good Christmas or what?
Not really.
No, what happened? You want to talk about it, or you don't want to talk about it online?
Not on live.
No, all right, we'll talk about it another time. All right. So what's going on in the YouTube live feeding blogosphere? You're usually on top of all the news. What's going on out there? Huh?
Although while I was watching, I was seeing I just noticed all the downtown's pretty empty. I saw.
Have you been downtown? Where you been to lately? I know you were in Detroit a week or two ago. You been downtown or not?
I was supposed to be in Detroit today.
Oh, really? I know you loved it because you were just in Detroit a couple of weeks ago. They were throwing bacon at the Muslims or something, right?
No, I brought my dog in their mosque.
Oh, you weren't doing the bacon thing?
Not the bacon thing. I was going to actually do that this weekend. It's got to get my older Camaro is almost done. Once my older Camaro's done, we're going to go bring the dog back there. And then when they come at me all hostile, and they'll be like, well, I just want to come in and learn.
Which one? The one that you had the door crashed or the hood was crashed on it?
The green one.
The green one, yeah. The nice one. The older one, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Finishing up the body work on that?
Yeah, it's basically done, but there's a couple little things. It was supposed to be done on Friday, but it'll be done on Monday.
Oh, cool. You know, I was thinking, did you see what's the guy's name? The other, I think he's on YouTube. Nick Slater or what's his name? Nick something? Stodley?
Nick Shirley?
Yeah, you know he's doing all of the Somali stuff right now. Did you see all
that?
Yeah,
in Minnesota.
Yeah, he's knocking on the door, he goes, oh yeah, I got a son, his name is Joey, he needs some daycare. They're like, who's Joey? He goes, my son.
That's funny.
They go, we don't have daycare. He goes, but it says daycare here. And then he goes to a healthcare center, he goes, I need some healthcare. They say, what do you want? He goes, I need health care.
That's funny.
Yeah, they're finding, man, that's bad. They say it's worse than we think. They say it's... yeah, go ahead. That's why I know you're on top of some of this stuff. That's why I'm calling you. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, he's right. It is bad from what I've seen.
They
got like whole businesses that aren't even open during their business hours. They're supposed to be open during.
Yeah.
And they're just fake storefronts for them to launder money. The Somalians.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody's been keeping up with this. It's breaking up in Minneapolis and Minnesota. They first started out millions. A lady got convicted of $17 million in fraud. She pled guilty. She's guilty. She's done.
They need to get that. Yeah. They need to get that bitch Ilhan Omar or whatever her name is. They need to deport her and revoke her citizenship. She married her fucking cousin, to become a U.S. citizen.
Well, it's starting slowly. And I'll tell you my theory. I think it's all coming from Doge. Doge did that stuff early on. They pulled all those records. But if you're not up into the news up in Minneapolis and Minnesota, is this one lady pled guilty to the feds already. She's guilty. Federal fraud, stealing, right? But now there are more and more coming. I'm explaining this to everybody, Johnny Boom Boom. They're saying it's bigger than just a little bit. They're saying it's not millions, it's billions. And it's what Johnny says. There's a guy, what's the guy's name? Nick, what's his, Nick Shirley, right?
Nick Shirley.
He's a young blogger and he goes around and he does all these investigations.
He went to Seacock also in El Salvador.
Yeah, he does all of these things. He's a young guy, he travels around and he does investigative reporting. He does street reporting like we do, but he travels more, he has money, right?
It's a 7-hour drive, I might go there.
Yeah, so, maybe that'd be something like that. And then
that'd be fun.
Maybe go to the mall. Go to the mall. If you're going with your wife, go to the Mall of America.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We could go to the Mall of America too.
Yeah, it's a big place. They got everything in there and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I got sideswept in my red Camaro. My red Camaro's down.
Oh really? What happened?
I had a green light, dude blew the light at by Midway. Everyone drives like shit over here, and fucking dudes hit me down my side.
Does it drive or it doesn't drive?
It's at the shop. Yeah.
He crashed 2 cars in 2 days.
Oh.
Not my fault.
I mean, you can't. They're not. Is it body or is it frame or what? How bad is it?
No, it's body, mainly body and the arms. I mean, it's gonna get fixed. The red one's getting fixed.
All right, so that's good. That's good to hear. So yeah, so what we're talking about with Minneapolis is this guy, this Nick Shirley. He's a blogger. And he does all these investigations. He goes around the country, and now he's uncovering all of these fake businesses in Minneapolis that are getting
there's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, there's millions and millions of dollars. And one of the things that I was talking to my wife today about when we're talking about this issue, and everybody should think about this. These politicians know about this.
They're sending the money back to Somalia. Yeah.
But think about it. If it's 100,000, maybe it's $1 million, and somebody does a scam, that's one thing. But if you got hundreds of millions, maybe billions, the politicians are connected to, because that's how they get it. The only way you get $1 billion from the government is a politician says okay. So what I'm thinking is this lady, and listen to my theory here. Doge did the work and got all the information. They convicted the one. And now they're uncovering, and now what they're going to do is they're going to connect it to that lady, the Omar lady, and they're going to use it to deport her, I think. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
They're building the case.
They should deport her on marrying her cousin. Isn't that illegal in America?
I think she married her brother, bro.
Her brother, cousin. Yeah, I'm sorry, brother. That's even worse, marrying her brother.
And it was for citizenship. So, but I'm thinking, this is what my wife's been saying. They're building the cases to deport or to arrest these politicians, and really for the next election, right? The big election, the presidential one. When is that? In 3 years?
4 more years. 3 more years.
When J.D. Vance runs, so they're gonna do these big investigations. They're gonna do it now in California. They say they're doing homeless fraud up in
California. All the big oil companies just left. I saw today.
Yep, and
Chevron shut down all their operations. Gas is going up. It's gas right now. I just saw a video earlier today. It's like $6 a gallon in California, and it's going to probably go up to like 10 in the next month.
Why did Chevron leave? What did they say?
Because they don't want to be in a hostile state where they're being hostilely attacked. They're being hostilely. They're like Newscom. He's like hostile. He's like being very hostile to the oil companies. He's taxing the shit out of them, pretty much.
Because I know they're doing homeless investigations. I know a few bloggers out in California. They've been hitting them for the last 5 years. I've been watching them. They say there's a lot of homeless fraud, like up in Minneapolis with the healthcare. But I didn't hear about the gas. I didn't hear about the gas stuff. See, that's why I called you, because you see other things that I see. So that's the first I heard Chevron. I'll look up the case. But we need to do that. See, you know how
900 jobs gone. Like as of today, 900 people are losing their jobs in California.
Well, do you know how we won the civil rights, right? How we stopped discrimination is we had boycotts. That's how we got to do it. If these people are destroying our country with weird dildo laws and weird, strange terrorisms, teaching dildo to kids, right? That's what they do.
Yeah, right. That's sick.
Yeah, that's what we need to do is what that oil company did: boycott the state, leave. I hate to say it like for Chicago. That's what they do in Chicago. The companies leave. They say it's unsafe. They leave, right?
That's why everywhere's deserted downtown.
Yeah, and like you said, you came here in the city and you already got into 2 accidents. Because who knows who's driving. Did you even get the people's insurance?
Hey, guess what the fucker had? The one that hit my red car. He showed the cop an insurance card. I come to find out he had American Family. The fucker motherfucker paid his policy 1 month and then he didn't pay it again. They canceled him back in November. So he showed the cop an insurance card that wasn't, on paper, the Chicago police, all you have to do, I could make a fake insurance card, have no insurance, and just show it to them. They don't actually check to see if the insurance is valid. So he showed
Are you serious? Wow.
Yeah.
This is the second time this happened to you.
Back when I was 16, 17, I did the same damn thing myself.
But you said that's the same thing. Everybody knows Johnny Boom Boom's got the most migrant videos, and that's how you started on the migrant thing, because that's how you got in an accident with a migrant way back when, right? Years ago, right?
Yeah, right. He probably didn't even have a fucking valid license. He had no insurance. I don't even think he showed the cop a real insurance card, and that's what got me. Then I went to go get the police report amended by Wrigleyville, and I walked in, and there's a bunch of fucking people speaking Spanish on the ground. And as I walked up to the desk, I'm like, hey, officer, I got a question. Why are all these people sleeping on the ground and speaking Spanish? They're like, oh, they're immigrants. I'm like, well, why are they living in your police station? They're like, oh, this is where the city's housing them. And if anything, that's a bigger fraud. They should be going off that fucker Brandon Johnson, all the money he got from all them fucking shelters.
Yeah, right? See, you know now what me and my wife were talking about. Oh, there's a lot of people here. Holy cow, a whole bunch of people were just here. Wow, it's nice to see a big crowd. I think they're about a Harry Potter one. There's a whole crowd of people here. I like when there's crowded, because that means money is going on. But yeah, that's what me and my wife were talking about. They're gonna go after Brandon Johnson or J.B. Pritzker and all of these people. You know that J.B. Pritzker's brother was hooked up with Epstein or not? Did you know that one?
Well, I didn't know that. No.
Oh yeah. Oh man, there's a lot of people here by the Starbucks. I'm by the Starbucks
Yeah,
in
I saw
Michigan.
that.
Oh, that's good. It's nice to see these crowds. Woo! Wow, man. I hope we're making a comeback.
Should be way bigger and way more.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good to see. Look, you can't. A beggar can't be a chooser, right?
Yeah.
So this guy who just hit you the other day, did he have insurance and stuff or not?
No, like I said, he only paid it for 1 month, and then he got canceled in November. They dropped him probably because so what he probably did was he paid it, got an active policy, and then the next month came along, he didn't pay it, and then they dropped him in November, but he still had the card. So all you got to do is just show the cop a valid card. They don't see if the insurance is actually active.
So did you report it to your insurance? So what's going to happen? Who's going to pay for it?
I got full coverage, luckily. So I mean, I got to go through my company.
So didn't that guy? Aren't they going to give the guy a ticket for no insurance, or it's too late?
It's already past that. It's past that. Once it's like I said, all you got to do is just show the cop a card that you could have never even have had a real policy with them. As long as you show them a piece of paper that says something is active, you're not getting a ticket in Chicago for no insurance.
Did he get a ticket for hitting you, or you don't know?
I don't know.
Oh man, see, look. Sometimes people say I'm a nitpicker, but see, when I hit people, I do bumpers. I get in an accident maybe once every few years because I don't pay attention or something like that. But I have insurance and it gets paid. You know what I mean? That's why you got to, like you just said.
You got to make sure you got full coverage, because there's so many people driving around Chicago. Like in the situation that I didn't even, because I was trying to go through his policy at first. But then come to find out, I just found out like right before Christmas, I found out he didn't, I just found out right before Christmas, he had no active policy.
So who told you that? Your insurance company or his? So you called
his insurance.
So his insurance told you, oh, he's not covered by us, right?
Yeah, they told me basically he paid his policy, then he didn't pay it anymore, and they canceled him in November, beginning of November 1st.
So why don't you explain to people, what do you mean by full coverage and all that? Because people might not know what you're talking about. Because here, by the way, Johnny Boom Boom's been in the auto business for many, many years. So he knows a lot of stuff. Why don't you explain what full coverage...
18 years, probably.
That's a little bit, yeah. So he's kind of an expert.
No, being serious, about 18. I've been doing this. I started working when I was like 16.
That's why I say you're an expert. So explain to people what full coverage means and tell them what kind of insurance they should have, because I don't think people know what it means. Why don't you tell people what it means, full coverage?
Well, basically, if you're going to have full coverage, it means if your car is parked outside, somebody hits it and takes off, and you come out in the morning and say, oh shit, my car got hit, your car is still going to get fixed. Or let's say somebody hits you, and in my situation, like what just happened, and come to find out the guy hasn't paid his shit since November, then your company will pick it up and go after that driver. Sometimes. I don't know how they do it now. They used to go after the other guy. I don't know if they still do that anymore.
But so it's different coverage because some people just get collision or theft.
Or what you mean liability?
Yeah. So what you're saying,
if you're going to get liability, you need to, if you're going to have your car stored in a garage and you know it's safe, you need to have uninsured motorists. Uninsured motorists will cover you. It won't cover if you walk out to your car and you find it's hit, but if you're in your car, somebody hits you and they don't have insurance, uninsured motorists will pick up the coverage. But you got to be in your car and you got to know who hit you. So like I said, if your car's parked in a parking lot or parked out on a side street and you only have liability with uninsured motorists and somebody hits it and takes off, they're not going to cover it. So you got to have full coverage, collision and comprehensive. That way, if you come out and you park your car on the street and you come out and say, oh shit, somebody hit my car and they're not out here anymore, your car's still going to get fixed.
All right.
They're going to
explain that. Explain that one more time, because look, everybody's having a hard time with money. Everybody wants the cheaper insurance, maybe liability, maybe little hospitalization. But you're saying there's two more types of insurance to have: uninsured and comprehensive. Explain it both again to everybody that's listening so they hear this, because sometimes people don't want to pay the extra. Say, oh, I don't have to worry about it. But look, it just happened to you. A guy crashed you. He didn't, and he pulls out a paper and it's not valid. Now you're stuck. And some insurances, if you don't have the right insurance, like liability, if you had liability, it wouldn't pay for it, right?
So no, if I had liability, correct. If I just had liability, I would have been fucked right now. But if let's say I had it like this, for the situation that I just had happen, if I had liability with uninsured motorists, in particular situation, it would have been covered. But not if I came out and found my car damaged from being, let's say, parked on a side street and I don't know who hit it. In that situation, you need collision and comprehensive full coverage. And you want to have rental too. Rental is so cheap. It's like $30-40 a month to add rental, and it's completely worth it. It's so little that it's like $5 to $10 a month to add it to your policy. And it's worth it because then you could have a car while your car is getting fixed.
What do you mean rental? So if your car's getting fixed, you get a rental car.
The insurance company will pay for your rental car.
All right. So let me say what you're talking about. You're talking about you got to have comprehensive in case your car gets crashed, you're not in it. You have to have uninsured motorists in case a guy hits you like that.
Well, if you have full coverage, uninsured motorist is already wrapped into that. If you have full coverage.
Mm-hmm. What's the cost for this stuff about? What does it cost?
It depends on the car. Well, for number one, it depends on in the car. Like, for instance, on my older Camaro versus the newer Camaro. On the newer Camaro, I'm paying like $5-something for full coverage. But on my older one, I'm only paying like $190 for full coverage.
That's worth it. And then if you want to like cheap out and say, oh, I'm only paying $100 or $120, but you pay that little extra for the rental and the comprehensive, it helps you. And then that covers your hospitalization too, or not? Does that cover hospitalization? Or not?
Full coverage would, but just liability wouldn't.
So you need to pay that little extra, because one of the things is Johnny Boom Boom here, he's been in a couple of these accidents where these guys didn't have insurance, right?
Twice, yeah. The first one, the one on my blue car, was a fucking immigrant.
And then you can't sue them or nothing because you don't even know who they are, right?
Yeah.
They don't have addresses or nothing. So one of the lessons that we're learning today with Johnny Boom Boom when we call him up, our expert on cars, is what? Full coverage. Paid a little extra, right? Always.
If you're driving around a total shitbox, then like you would just want to do liability with uninsured motorists. But see, with the full coverage, say your car's parked out front and you still got a shit box. Say somebody steals it.
Right.
Or let's say they vandalize it. You know, like I had someone vandalize my blue car. I guess they didn't like Trump. They keyed it up and put fuck Trump all over it.
Oh, we didn't tell you. Johnny Boom Boom's a hardcore MAGA, by the way, so.
Yeah, they didn't like my Trump stickers very much, but because I had full coverage, the car was still covered.
He's one of the MAGAs that I get along with. He doesn't care who I am, and I don't care who he is. We get along with just fine. He's like a real, I don't know what you call, a real American politic guy. He doesn't care who you are. If you watch some of his videos, Johnny Boom Boom's video, you'll see who he is.
I mean, it's common sense right now. We're common sense.
Yeah.
If Kamala Harris would have won, we would be having forced electric cars on us right now. And we would probably be, our country would be spiraling really bad out of control if Kamala Harris would have won that last election.
But what Johnny Boom Boom believes in is free speech and free politics, meaning you can believe in whatever you want, and we can have talks and arguments, and he gets along with everybody. He interviews migrants. I guess still got to get that Antifa interview he got. So that's the point I like to bring him on my show, because he has a different idea and perspective, but he's like everybody else. He works and pays his bills. That's it, like everybody else.
But you also got to look at it with some common sense. Like the things Kamala Harris wanted to do, or Joe Biden, is just not common sense. That was just autopen and retardedness. I would like a Democrat if they were wanting to do smart things, but in my opinion, none of them right now are trying. It's not like the good Democrats were from prior to Bill Clinton. There hasn't been any good Democrats. And even Bill Clinton wasn't that good, because he created the free trade agreement, which caused everything to start getting made in China.
I don't think people remember that. I wrote an article on that one. And you know what else Bill Clinton did? You know what Bill Clinton did?
What?
He invented ice.
Oh, he did?
You didn't know that one? I wrote a big article. Bill Clinton, by executive order, invented ice. No one knows.
So there was no ice before Bill Clinton?
Nope. In March, and this is how he did it. He made an executive order. He made it, you can't be illegal working for the government. They had a lot of illegals working for the federal government. So he did an executive order to protect federal jobs from illegals and illegal contractors. And then in September, they passed the whole Congress, and it established ICE. So Bill Clinton established ICE. No one knows that.
I didn't even know that. You just taught me that.
I got an article. I'll send it to you. Yeah, because somebody was saying about ICE and F the Democrats or F the Republicans, blah, blah, blah. And I started researching it, and I said, no, Bill Clinton invented ICE.
I didn't even know that. I guess that's one good thing he did, right?
But it's what you just said. There's good things and bad things about all these politicians, but one of the bad things he did is did the NAFTA, and it's like anti-American workers. Why do you do that, right?
The free trade agreement talking about. Yeah. That's why everything you hold right now is made in China, because him doing that free trade agreement.
I keep complaining I got these shoes from Costco. They're nice waterproof boots, right? I think they're in China or somewhere. But the shoelaces untie every time. I'm like, these damn Chinese shoelaces, they can't even make shoelaces. Come on, what kind of shoelace unties every time? I know how to tie my shoe. I'm 57. I'm not stupid, right? But it unties every time because it's cheap material. You know what I mean? It's not. And I was talking to
material.
I was talking to one of my kids today. I dropped them off to college, and then I'm going. His name is Alex. I said, Alex, you better invent some shoestrings that don't untie. You'll be a billionaire. But really, anything you build in America, you'd have business. Don't you think so, Johnny? Shoestrings, shirts, hats, anything, right?
And here's a good example. Craftsman tools.
Right.
Those used to be made strictly in the U.S. And just about, I forgot how many years ago, more and more Craftsman tools started becoming made in China. And the ones, they break real quick. They're not the same quality from when they were made in America, Craftsman tools.
Yeah, they never used to break. I know I busted a few sockets in the last 10 years. What they do is
Snap-on's the last one that's still fully made in the U.S.
And some of them, they just stamp it made in the U.S. Even though it's made in China, they'll just stamp it, right? They just do that. So
Craftsman's been doing that.
So you look at what we were talking about with me and Johnny Boom Boom. That's why I call people. I like to talk about different. So here you got these Democrats talking about the economy and good and that, but they're the ones that did the free trade agreement that shipped all the jobs to overseas. Here's the thing that we never talk about though, Johnny. Who made all that money? Because they didn't make the wrenches cheaper for Craftsman. If it was cheaper, then I'd say, okay, it's Chinese, it's cheap, who cares? But they're not cheap, right? Those Chinese tools.
Yeah, no, they didn't drop. The price didn't drop. You're right.
So who's making this money? And like in Minneapolis, like in Minneapolis with these daycares, are they giving any of these politicians that money? You know they are, right? And they pass those laws. So I think that's where we're going to with these investigations. They're going to go after these politicians, I think, that are getting that money, that they're ripping people off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So what else you guys working on? So you might go to Minneapolis or might go to Detroit, right?
Yeah, I'm probably going to do that one. I'm probably going to take the Camaro there, the old one.
Are you going to be live feeding or what?
Yeah, of course. You know that.
All right, we'll be looking for your show. Johnny Boom Boom,
it'll probably be maybe the New Year's weekend, I'm thinking.
You gonna be there for New Year's, or you gonna be in Chicago on the New Year's and then travel up there afterwards? What are you thinking?
What day is New Year's? I don't even know. Let me look.
I think it's the same as Christmas was, Wednesday and Thursday.
Oh yeah. So if anything, maybe I'll probably go on maybe Tuesday then. Probably Tuesday or Friday I'll probably head out.
All right, well, we'll look for a show. If people want to watch your channel and watch your videos, tell them what's your handle over there on YouTube.
There's 2 YouTubes. One's Johnny, Johnnny, Smolsky, Smoski, and then there's a second one, a backup one called Shivity, Shivty, Smolsky, Smoski. But the main one is Johnny Smolsky. That's the main one. The Shivity Smolsky has a lot of car meets and drifting.
If you guys like car meets and drifting, there you go. Some of his stuff is pretty wild. He has gore where he's been at shootings and murder scenes too and car accidents. So he's Johnny's on the scene all the time, man. So you got to be careful when you watch some of his stuff. It's raw news. It's just what I do, same stuff. So, hey, Johnny, say hello to your wife. You guys be safe. It's always good having you on the show, okay?
Thank you. Yeah, of course.
All right, take it easy, my brother.
Hey, maybe,
what's up?
Maybe we got to meet up one of the days this week.
Maybe over the weekend. I don't know. Yeah, the holidays are weird for me. We like to just stay nice. One day I'll tell you guys about our early holiday experiences as a couple. So it's kind of one of those nightmare things. It's kind of PTSD stuff. You know what I mean?
Are they still doing the New Year's ball in Chicago?
I think so. Brandon Johnson invited everybody to go to Navy Pier or something, I think.
I thought they canceled it because of they were thought terrorist attack or something.
I don't know. And I think they're doing something this year. I didn't.
Oh. Supposedly, I stopped at found out about some. See, that's why I don't get these people are protesting against good things that ICE is doing. It blows my mind.
What did you see? They busted a bunch of guys in Southern California. They were having bag bombs or something for New Year's.
Yeah, right. They were planning on doing a terrorist attack on New Year's.
Yeah, it's pretty bad stuff.
In a couple cities, they said they were going to do it.
And look, there's going to be mistakes where innocent people get caught up or families get hurt. But if you do 9 out of 10 and 1 out of 10 is a mistake, then the 9 are bad. Then.
But here's the thing.
Right?
If Illinois wasn't resisting them, you know how they used to do it? They used to deport the people straight from Cook County Jail and straight from Statesville Prison. But since we became a sanctuary city, they won't let ICE into Cook County Jail anymore, and they won't let ICE into the Statesville Prison in Joliet to deport the people from there. So now they have to do harder work to go out and find them. So if anything, it's the mayor's fault and the governor's fault that people that are just working here and they're illegal and they're not really doing nothing wrong. If anything, it's the governor's fault. It's the governor they should be mad at for those type of people getting caught up in it. Because if they just let ICE do their job, they wouldn't be getting these other people.
Well, they killed a homeless guy over here on Wabash. What was that, 3 weeks ago? The migrants stabbed a guy to death, an American over here.
Yeah, I saw about that. I saw that.
Yeah, it is, and I don't even know. See, in the old days, what you said, they would hand them right over to ICE. But they didn't do that. They're sent into jail. They should be
in the prison and straight from the county jail.
and then they go to ICE, they go into federal custody to get federally charged, whatever it is, then they do their time and then they get deported or whatever. But yeah, those guys are sitting, I think, in Cook County Jail, or they might not even be in jail. We don't even know where they are, because I think they even passed a new law now. For JB just passed a new law the last month that you can't even say anything anymore about the immigration. I think they went beyond the.
And now that's why innocent people that just are here to work are getting caught up in it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's against it, but in the end, like I was saying, if 1 out of 10 is a mistake, then I'm willing to make that 1 out of 10 mistakes and get the 9 out. Yeah, it's
right. It's a bad one.
I mean, it's how it is, and it's gonna take some years, and then it's gonna level out again, and it'll be all right again, right? But right now, we need to clean out our country.
You got to get all these bad people out. We're full.
Yep, we are. All right, Johnny.
So much gold.
It's good to have you on, Johnny. You want to say anything to the crowd that's listening to you, or what?
Yeah, just come check out my channel. I got a lot of good videos of immigrant stuff on there, too. You got to scroll back from before January of this year, before January of 2025. But check out my channel, Johnny, JOHNNY, Smolsky, SMOSKI, and subscribe, too.
There you go.
A lot of good stuff. I got a lot of good stuff coming up. As soon as my car is finished Monday, there'll be a lot of good stuff coming.
There you go. And then if you got ideas, Johnny does traveling. He does a lot of cool ideas. Yeah, he does. He's more of a bigger reach than I do. I'm more like an old man. I like go in circles. But Johnny will go to different places. He goes to other states. Like you said, he's going to Detroit. He's been to Detroit. He might be going up to Minneapolis. If you got ideas, send it to him.
Dearborn.
Right?
Oh, I got a good video of me taking the dog into the mosque in Dearborn, Michigan. They didn't like that. So when we looked it up, I guess like if you bring a dog into a Muslim mosque, that's the equivalent of being the devil.
So you're the devil now?
Yes. Oh, the guy was so mad. He's like, "You must leave right now." I was like, and it was when it was snowing out, when we had that big snowstorm. I was like, I was just coming in because I was cold, man. I wasn't expecting, I didn't know what type of reaction I was going to get. But now next time when I go back there, I know the reaction I'm going to get, so I know how to handle it.
Oh, you know what you just reminded me of to tell to everybody? Johnny Smolsky has videos of inside of shelters, by the way. So we were working together and we were double live feeding, where Johnny Smolsky's been in shelters. He actually was attacked and beaten up in one and all. Oh man, if you want to see some wild videos, you need to go see them. And you don't mind people sharing your videos and all of that stuff, right?
No, that's fine. Hey, I would be happy if you share them, or if you want to edit them, just post the original link. I got some good shit on there. I don't got time to edit though.
Yeah, so he's got what I call it. Johnny has long format. He does hour-long videos. He's got interviews with migrants. So basically, he's like open source like I am. We do Creative Commons licenses. So if you see something you like of his, you can do a commentary and just say it's from Johnny Smolsky. That's the way I do mine too. So look, the more information we put out there, even if you disagree with what we do, that's okay with us. We don't care. We don't care. Use our videos. It's for education. So, all right, Johnny, it's good to talk to you.
Costa Rica. I talked to Costa Rica recently, by the way.
How's he doing? How is he doing?
He looks like he's in paradise.
Where is he at?
He's back in Costa Rica. He's sending me pictures of nature, wildlife. It looks like he's in the Garden of Eden.
I don't know why they come up here, man.
Hey, it looks so beautiful where that fucker's at right now, man. He's sending me pictures of, like, the farm he's on, fucking, like, crazy-looking, like, birds and shit, like, colorful animals, fucking... wasn't one of the things a tiger he sent me, too? Yeah, he had, like, a tiger video. He was, like, looking at a tiger. He sent me a bunch of crazy shit.
Costa Rica is one of our buddies. And that's all we're gonna say. If you want to learn about Costa Rica, go to Johnny Smolsky's page. You'll know who he is, okay? That's about all we can say, right, Johnny?
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, he took that $1,000 and went back to his country for a vacation.
Hey, they're offering $3,000. You should tell them they're offering $3,000. Maybe you sneak across the border and get another $3,000.
Yeah, right? Come back. You might want to get another $3,000 now.
Oh, so he got the grand. He gave it to him, huh?
Yeah.
See? So, because some people were complaining they didn't get the grand. So, look, we know a migrant, and he was our inside guy in a few places. That's all we're going to say. So, we were inside the shelters. We're the only news guys, me, Johnny Smolsky. Wow, did you see those sparks coming off the train there? Wow, that was wild.
I'm the only one I think that's ever actually made it into one of several of those shelters while they were active.
Yeah, Johnny Smolsky's been in the shelters, and we've had our buddy Costa Rica. He was giving us videos from inside the shelters too. I think I
got a video of me actually being in there.
Yeah, so we got about 4 or 5 different shelters where we've been on. Johnny's got all of them. I got a couple of them. So if you want to see some good videos and you can share them, it's okay with us. If you want to teach people.
Yeah, it was so funny the police call you pulled. A white homeless male. I still got that as a thumbnail for the video where I went in the shelter.
Yeah.
A white homeless male is inside the shelter and he needs to be removed. And you put, read that again. A white homeless male is to be removed from the shelter.
So we do a lot of co-broadcasting, simulcasting. We share each other's stuff. So that's what I wanted to share with everybody. This is a good guy. He's got a good page. We got a lot of information, and we're talking about doing stuff for 2026. It's going to be, you guys got to stay tuned. You know what I mean, Johnny?
Yeah, I might go check out Minneapolis next weekend after New Year's. I think that's what we're going to go do.
Sounds like a plan. Alrighty. If I don't talk to you guys, have a good New Year, okay?
Alright, you too. Hey, I'll let you know before I start that video in Minneapolis if that's where I choose to go.
Alright, make sure you send me the link so I'll share it to my page so people can watch you, okay?
Alright, sounds good.
Alright, it's good talking to you, Johnny, and say hello to your wife, alright? You guys be safe.
She said hi.
Hey, alright, you guys be safe. Take care of Johnny, alright?
Yeah, okay.
Take it easy, guys. If I don't talk to you, have a good New Year, okay?
Bye, you too.
Take it easy, Johnny. Bye.
Bye.
So that's Johnny Boom Boom there. He's got a lot of good knowledge. And that's one of the things we need to do, even though we don't agree on some stuff, maybe politically or whatever you want to say. Yeah, let's see if they're out here, right? Yeah, they're out here, man. There's a couple of guys out here. When we don't agree eye to eye, we're not, look, if we agree eye to eye, then that's weird, I think. I mean, we can agree on stuff. They're out there over there, man. There was a bunch of guys right there. But if we don't talk, it's like we were just talking. He reminded me of the NAFTA, right? That's the trade agreement. And I said he invented COVID, Bill Clinton. If we don't talk to each other, if we become that hard-headed and numbskulled and brainwashed that we don't talk to each other or have different views and can't communicate, then we become dumber. Because then we're only one-sided. I don't know if I'm explaining myself right. The only way we can be smarter, and that's why America is one of the best societies in the entire world and maybe in history, because we take so many different people. We take different countries, different ethnicities, different religions. We even take different sexes now and transgender. We do all of that stuff, right? We don't care. We don't care, right? We're trying to slow down a little bit on the illegals, right? We want to start monitoring who we're letting in our country. We don't want people crossing into our country illegally. But the point is there's no other society like us that accepts everybody and lets everybody come into our country. So that's what makes us the best, right? Because we have all these different ideas, and now we have to get back to the old ways of competition, right? Like bring some of those jobs back. Like I was complaining about the shoelaces. Maybe we need to start building phones and shirts and hats and maybe some toilet paper. I don't know what we need to build in our society. But at one time, even Chicago, in the old days, there was cars built in Chicago, planes built in Chicago, furniture, food, almost everything that is available to buy was made in the city. You know what I mean? And what happened to it? What happened? What, don't people want jobs? Is it too expensive? What is it? You know, it's kind of strange because we still need shirts. We still need cars. We still need toilet paper. We still need backpacks. We still need bicycles. Why can't we make those here? Oh, it's too expensive. What do you mean? Building a bicycle in China and shipping in here, is that cheaper? That's weird. It doesn't seem cheaper. Aren't you spending gas on the boat and the packaging and all that? Imagine if you build a bike in Chicago. There's no shipping. It's built here. And then you build a bike in LA, and if you live in LA, you buy the bike in LA. Isn't that how that used to be? Everything was built locally, and now it's like weird. It isn't. And these liberals that are supposed to be for our society and making our society better, which they used to, like Johnny said, they used to do that, right? They're opposite, right? And they're globalists, and there's nothing wrong with being a globalist. There's nothing wrong with being part of a global economy because we want to sell our stuff to other places. We're going to see if we get past here if they don't bother us here, right? You see here, right? There's a whole bunch of encampments, right? Don't you see that there? Right? They're still here, right? There you go, right? So you got a whole bunch of tents here, right? It just was Christmas, wasn't it? There you go, right? We're gonna see how this goes, if these guys bother me here, right? You guys threaten me over here too. Oh, we're just gonna cruise a little bit, right? And they're smoking drugs and all that out here, right? That's bad. But the idea is that if we don't share information and we block ourselves out from others, then we lose. And I think we have to be really careful of that. And I don't know what was the purpose of these Democrats and all these people that had to open borders. I understand that. Look, we're getting older. Like in my wife, where she's from China. No, she's not from China. She's from Japan. And then you have issues with China. You know, in China, they have issues with they don't have enough men, I think. In Japan, everybody's old. So they have issues in these Asian countries where they need people and they're actually importing people. My wife was just telling me they have a problem in Japan where they're letting anybody in like we had, like almost open borders. And they're having a lot of problems there now because of it. Because in Japan, the problem is it's an older population. They don't have enough workers. In China, they don't have enough men for the women, so they're not having enough babies. So there's all kinds of different problems in different countries. So there's nothing wrong with immigration. The problem is why would you open your borders and let everybody in? And like that mattress is still there that we showed you. What was it? Wednesday? Didn't we show you that mattress Wednesday there? So they kind of pushed everybody over here from the Garvey area there, right? So the idea has to be is that how do we equalize immigration? How do we equalize fair trade? And is fair trade fair if they have tariffs against our products? And that guy just moved from over there in the other area. Don't you remember that guy in the hoodie there? He was just over at the other spot. That guy right there. Oh yeah, see, they're buying drugs. There's a white girl right behind me yelling for drugs. Right behind me. The drug addicts are out here. So I don't think this is going to get fixed this winter, is it? Homeless people in the lower parts of the city. December 26, 4:55 p.m. I think that's what we have to do, and we have to start sharing information, sharing ideas, because if we don't, we're gonna go back into the same rabbit hole we're just trying to get out of, right? Let's hear some news and some what's going on. That's about enough talking I did for a little while, right?
Selection in Chicagoland, Suits 2020 has over 5,000 men's and boys suits and sport coats in stock, in sizes from slim fit to classic, and even big and tall. Plus, Suits 2020 has in-store stylists and tailors to help you put together the right look, the right fit, and the right price. The Suits 2020's Buy More, Save More sale is going on now. Just in time for last-minute holiday shopping and runs through January 5th, so you can start the new year looking your best. Suits 2020's Buy More, Save More sale. The latest looks at the lowest prices. Some restrictions apply. Visit Suits2020.com for details. Find us on Facebook.
Now, the lowest gas prices from News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Sponsored by PackyWebFord.com. During the Ford year-end event, qualify and get zero financing for 60 months, plus big PackyWeb discounts on a huge selection of new Ford models. In Batavia, the Walmart on Randall and Fabian has gas for $2.54 a gallon. In Oak Forest, the Marathon on Cicero and 151st has gas for $2.79. 438. Traffic sponsored by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. How are the roads, Mike?
Well, not great if you're on the inbound side of the Bishop Ford. We are still jammed between Dalton and 130th Street. Crews on the scene working on cleaning up a crash out of your center lane. A couple of cars and a semi involved, so this one may take a bit of time. Right now, it's 26 minutes to make it in from 8094, just 16 if you're headed outbound. Looking elsewhere, still seeing some delays on the inbound side of I-57. We have cleanup of an earlier crash just past Vollmer. It looks like at least one lane still blocked here. Good news is, past that point, you are clear between I-80 and the Dan Ryan, and we're not seeing any delays on your outbound side. Back over on the Edens, coming inbound tight between Cicero and the Junction. 21 minutes in from Lake Cook, just 15 to make it back out. On the Kennedy, it's going to be 41 to make it in from O'Hare, 24 coming in from the Junction. Outbound, just a slight delay to the Hubbard Street Tunnel, and then a little bit slow between Foster and Sayre. Altogether, 26 to make it out to the airport. I-190 eastbound and westbound both still moving okay. The Eisenhower on your inbound side, our biggest delay at the moment. It's 55 minutes in from I-90, 37 coming in from Mannheim. On your outbound side, a few slow spots between Central and Harlem, but really not bad at 37 out to I-90. On the Stevenson, starting to improve inbound. It's now just 34 in from the Veterans and 26 in from the Tri-State. On your outbound side, an easy 28 out to the Veterans. The Dan Ryan, 18 in and 16 to get back out. On DuSable Lakeshore Drive, really just a normal stuff.
No, that's right, Ms. Zidor. I mean, I'm going to listen to the news at 5 o'clock. If you want, I'll call in and you can talk about what you feel. If you want, I'll give you a call. Text me at 312-203-1534. If you want to get on the show, text me 312-203-1534.
Warmer day on Sunday with clouds, but we will have some rain to contend with highs in the low and mid-50s before it turns sharply colder Sunday night. 44 degrees at O'Hare right now, 46 at Midway, 45 at Valparaiso, 46 at the lakefront, going down to 37 tonight. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson.
All right, time for the answer for this hour's Smart Quiz question. The question was, who is the Blackhawks all-time leader in goals scored? Of course, Bobby Hull. Brian Optitz in Palatine gave us the correct answer. You have won tickets to see Brian Regan at Chicago Theater on January 17th, provided by Live Nation. For tickets and more information, visit Ticketmaster.com. It is 4:40, a soggy post-Christmas cleanup going on in Southern California today.
Heavy rains and strong winds from powerful winter storms this week brought the wettest Christmas season in years to Southern California, triggering widespread mudslides and debris flows that left homes halfway filled with mud. The National Weather Service is still cautioning residents to stay vigilant, even as the rains subside, warning that there is still a risk of more flash flooding and mudslides. Firefighters rescued over 100 people Christmas Day.
Turns out there's always room for dessert. Researchers at the University of Bristol explain how even after a big meal, we may feel like we want that slice of cake. They say that feeling reflects how the stomach and brain respond to sweets after a meal. Your stomach naturally expands, allowing for sweet, soft foods to fit, while brain mechanisms are also at work, triggering that dopamine.
What a horrible call. Hey, Ref, open your eyes! Ref, you're really not going to call that? Come on!
Hey, Ref, why don't you customize your car insurance with Liberty Mutual?
4:42. I have on all my clocks 5:03. Are they off? Is WB? What time do you got there, Ms. Zidor, on your clock? She just said it's 4:42. I have 5:03. Don't you? What time you guys got?
The time to refresh your
She just said it's 4:42. All my clocks say it's 5:04. Are they way off? Are they 20 minutes off, those guys? 4:42, yeah, that's 20 minutes off. What time you got, Ms. Zidor? That's wild. Is WBBM 20 minutes off? That's crazy. All my clocks say a different time. Yeah, my clocks say it's past 5 already. That's strange. There you go. So she just said it's 4:42. They're 20 minutes off. That's crazy. I don't think they made a mistake. We just heard it live.
As a mom, comforting my family.
Wow. I've never known WBBM to be off on the time that much. That's something just happened. That's a news story. I'll tell you that. That's not good. I'll report it.
Vicks Vapor Stick, soothing comfort.
No, they're usually good on the times. They'll repeat the stories. But the time is that they've never been wrong on the times that I've known them. I've been listening for a long time.
We pride ourselves on our ability to build lifelong.
I'll have to take this clip off of my live feed and then post it and say WBM made a mistake.
Hi, I'm Selena Boyd.
Yeah, I have it. I have the same time. I have 5:05 right now. We'll see if they cut. Right now, they should come up with the traffic now. I think at the 6s and the weather at the 8s. We'll see. Maybe it's the holidays. It might be that it's the holidays and they got people that took time off, right?
Banking with Cornerstone is not just the banking relationship, it's a partnership. Cornerstone is where we belong.
I'm going to check another way.
For more information about how Cornerstone can help your business, visit our website at cnbtc.bank.
Member FDIC.
4:45, time for this
Wow.
week's Gridiron Report, the Bears Gridiron Report from Rick Gregg.
You can't dig yourself out of holes unless you fall in the holes in the first
4:45. So they're
quite a deep hole last Saturday night, scoreless for the entire first half against the Packers. Certainly not by design.
50. They're 20 minutes off. They're 20 minutes behind.
Score some points plays for Max.
I checked on my radio feed. I'm gonna check another way. While I'm gonna play some.
It's a good one. You know, it's going up early.
Yeah, they're off by 20 minutes today. Let's listen, son. Here, I'll check the time a different way. But I'm looking at my radio calls. They're already past 5 o'clock. But we're gonna listen to this on see, because the police radio, they'll say certain things, and you know the time. So we'll listen to that for a second.
Local lane 1. Alright, northbound of the ride for 59th, local lane number 1. Again, it's the red Cadillac XT6. Currently has Mexico plates on it. William David Zebra 471 Adam. What's it, 1 and 4 hours? It's a street steal. We know which vehicle it is. It just currently has these Mexico plates on it that,
Let me pull over here. I'll try to get you guys the radio feed. They're chasing a car with Mexico plates right now.
And the red Cadillac northbound Dan Ryan at Route, locals lane number 3. 409 Eddie, drop it on the box. 65 64980 Templar.
Just hit passing Pershing, local lane 4.
They're chasing a stolen car.
Dan Ryan, Pershing, locals lane 4.
Maybe it'll exit 31st. So they get on from there.
That's happening right now.
7386 Charlie.
86 Charlie.
It's going to be a 5 Frank.
5 Frank, 10-4. Your event number 07706. 07706.
Helicopter up.
No, the helicopter. 390.
That's 7390. Can you check on that?
Listen up, listen up.
Route, local lane 3.
And the red Cadillac northbound Dan Ryan at route, locals lane number 3.
Stolen Cadillac.
73866.
78670.
Is that upper or lower in our work, please?
Yeah, 07684 and 07685. 7 for Charlie, go ahead.
My bad. Can I get two numbers of staying late, upper and lower? That's the red line, please.
Yep, 07688 and 07689.
7387, Adam.
787 now.
That number for the blue line, Jefferson Park. Upper, please.
07699.
7386, Adam.
7386, who going in?
7386 Charlie. Can we have an event for disturbance?
Alright, you're at Clark and Lake on the blue line?
Blue line, yes. Hold boy with us.
Alright, I got you now.
5700.
5700.
He got back on Dan Ryan northbound. Just hit 59, local lane 1.
Alright, northbound of the Ryan for 59th, locals lane number 1. Again, it's the red Cadillac XT6. Currently has Mexico plates on it. William David Zebra 471 Adam.
What's it wanted for, Alex?
It's a straight steel. We know which vehicle it is. It just currently has these Mexico plates on it that, yeah.
It's route, local lane 3.
And the red Cadillac northbound Dan Ryan at route, locals lane number 3.
40980, can you drop it on the box?
64980 Templar.
Just hit passing Pershing, local lane 4.
And northbound Dan Ryan, Pershing, locals lane 4.
Helicopter. Maybe it'll exit 31st. Once they get on from there.
Yeah, let's see here.
7386 Charlie.
86 Charlie.
It's going to be a 5 Frank.
5 Frank, 10-4. Your event number 07706. 07706.
Helicopter up.
No, the helicopter's not available today unless it's an extreme emergency.
90.
390?
That's 7390. Can you check on that 94 units if they're okay over there? So Clark Lake.
Is that 7394 unit at Clark Lake?
7394? Boy?
94 boy, you at Clark Lake?
No, we're at State Lake.
At 7394 Charlie?
94 Charlie, we're also at State Lake. We're okay.
Yeah, State Lake.
Thank you. Rod, you might want to double check with it. What was the last hit on that Cadillac? 7386 Charlie, be advised. Radio communication is terrible, but if you can hear me, can I have two event numbers for upper and lower at Clark and Lake? A blue line.
07788 and 07789. 701, let me know if they hold their train at North Claiborne. I'm sending somebody from 18.
Something's going on here. We're going to check it out.
If it pulls off, let me know so I ain't wasting nobody's time.
Jim 10-3 in the city, where's a battery in progress, 6432 South Road, 6432 South Road.
There's a loud domestic outside with 10 female blacks and a male black with children on scene, unknown weapons. Saw them throwing each other on the floor. Unknown drinking or drugs. Also in the second district, burglary in progress. 1133 East High Park Boulevard, apartment A is in Adams. Neighbors out of town, showing their cameras that someone's breaking into their house through the garage. Second and third district, both failed. Zone 7.
7301 Sam. Oh, it's Sam. Yeah, the train's at Northern Clybourne. It's just standing right now, so I'll keep you posted. 10-5.
Chicago Board Bar Radio status, 1700 hours and 26 days, December 2025. Chicago Board Bar Radio is clear.
So that's 5 o'clock there.
786.
That was the 5 o'clock call there. SubX.News, it's 5:13 p.m. We have a couple of police officers here on South. Oh, I don't know what we're doing here. Looks like they got somebody. They're searching their car over there. These are Cook County sheriffs here. Did you see that there? We're gonna turn around there and see what's going on there. See that? That's Cook County sheriffs here.
07852 and 07853.
There's a lot of traffic here. We're by 14th Street, just north of 14th Street.
07865.
So it looks like it's some kind of a... They're searching this car over here, right? See that there? These are Cook County sheriffs here. Alright, there you go. That's what you're watching, Cook County sheriffs. I might pull in over there, and that way you got a better view here, right? So these are Cook County sheriffs here. They have somebody pulled over.
07878.
And they're searching the car, it looks like, right? Oh yeah, they're searching that car there. 07890. You'll see it right now, right? And you're listening to the radio. Chicago police are looking for a stolen Cadillac with Mexico plates on the Dan Ryan. There we go, right there. That's the Cook County sheriffs there. You see there operating, right? That's Cook County sheriffs there.
Alright, South Election Drive from 45th about 1 minute ago.
That's Cook County Sheriff searching a car right there.
That's a stolen red Cadillac XT6 South by Lakeshore from 56. Currently has Mexico plate, William David Zebra 471 Adam on it.
Hey, looks like it's gonna go passing Pavilion Plaza.
Alright, it did continue southbound Lakeshore from Pavilion. Yeah, it should be coming up to Marquette right now.
Going around the curve now.
And around the curve now, 10-4.
6409 Charlie, you drive on the box.
10-4.
Unit 22, Tennessee Wire, 102, South Emerald, 102, South Emerald, business order progress. Might want to see the boyfriend removed from the home, unknown weapons. Male is trying to fight his nephew. He has been drinking alcohol, wearing all black, driving a white SUV. No further, 22, no access.
Jeffrey.
Alright, looks like southbound Jeffrey. Southbound Jeffrey from 6-7. He's in a long line of traffic right now. Southbound Jeffrey, he's coming up to 7-1. They do have the green at 7-1 here.
Should be stuck at 69. There's a lot of traffic there.
Alright, possibly stuck at 69th in that traffic.
It looks like it's coming up to 71st.
And approaching 71st. Southbound Jeffrey approaching 71st.
The white SUV in front of it.
We're on South Wabash right now.
Get the red 71st and Jeffrey facing south. southbound on the north side.
Now you're watching the Cook County sheriffs. They're letting that car go there, right?
Alright, southbound Jeffrey at 71st. It is stuck at the light. It's the second car back behind the white Toyota SUV. Alright, they just got the green at 71st. See what he does.
That's a stolen car there you're listening to.
Yep, just past the squad car. He is going southbound. Continue southbound Jefferson 71.
Location.
Southbound Jeffrey from 73rd.
7387 Adam.
87 Adam.
Got number 4, Blue Line, Jefferson, stop going eastbound.
Alright, so the cop's gone. Right?
07991. Did it just turn? Okay, it did. Westbound 74. Westbound 74 from Jeffrey. Alright, northbound Stony from 73. Northbound Stony from 73.
Westbound 74 from Constance. We got eyes.
Alright, westbound 74 from Constance.
Cook County Sheriff's pulled over somebody over here by about 13th and Wabash.
Westbound 74 and East End.
Northbound Stony from 74. Northbound Stony from 74.
Alright, northbound Stony from 74. Let me know if anyone has anything activated. Northbound Stony from 74.
Southbound Stony from 73. Made a U-turn.
Alright, U-turn. Southbound Stony from 73.
Northbound Stony.
Yeah, another U-turn. Alright, northbound Stony from about 74.
Northbound Stony through 71.
Northbound Stony through 71.
7.
Yeah, northbound Stony coming up to 67.
Cook County Sheriff pulled somebody over here on 13th and Wabash and searching the car.
Northbound Cornell.
Alright, took Cornell right away. Northbound Cornell.
Let's listen to the radio and see if the radio's on time now, right? It should be 5 o'clock.
Maybe the sun may return for us on Tuesday,
Let's
but
see.
warmer temperatures at least through Sunday at this point. We've got 44 at O'Hare, 41 Waukegan, 44 Lakefront. It is 5:20.
Oh, they corrected the time.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky
So they
says he's
corrected
gonna
the
meet
time.
President Trump in Florida on Sunday.
So they corrected the time, right?
They took that little curve on Cornell. Do they continue on Cornell or turn on Marquette?
Continues on Cornell past 63rd. Approaching Richardson right now. Trying to get back on the drive, possibly.
Alright, northbound Cornell, approaching Richardson, possibly trying to get back on the drive.
He's going north on the drive from Hayes.
Alright, northbound Lakeshore from Hayes. Again, northbound Lakeshore from Hayes for that red Cadillac XT6.
So, Anthony, they're on time now, WBBM. You heard them, right? They said 5:20. So they must have corrected it. They must have been doing some recording. Maybe somebody was off of work and they just put filler in. But we heard it, right? They were off by 20 minutes at one time. So it is what it is. It's kind of messed up. But well, I'll write a story about it tomorrow.
Yeah, northbound Lakeshore, passing 57.
Where are we at on the stolen car? We're up to where we're at. We're even with the stolen car. We're up to date with that. There ain't nobody out here. Look at that. All this surface parking is. There ain't nobody here. You got all these apartments, huh?
I think he likes getting on and off. passing 57.
And northbound Lakeshore passing 57.
I think he likes getting on and off 31st.
Yeah, he does seem to like 31st Street, so keep an eye out. If anyone's up farther north, possibly wants to get off the 31.
That's
386 Charlie.
That's right here. Stolen cars right around here.
Service on the train. Hold me down along with boy.
Alright, Clark and Lake Blue Line. We got a disturbance 10-4.
It's going to be the Forest Park line.
Forest Park bound 10-4.
Sound approaching Forest Park.
Alright, northbound Lakeshore passing 45th 10-4. E6 Charlie, your disturbance 08046. 08046.
Northbound Lakeshore passing Oakwood.
And we're passing Oakwood, northbound Lakeshore passing Oakwood for this stolen red Cadillac XT6.
That's right here. Maybe we're gonna hang out here, right? Maybe we'll turn around. It's right here. They're right here somewhere. They gotta be pulling up somewhere up here. They might go on I-55. That car, stolen car is right here. Oakwood's right down the street from us. We're on Cermak right now. That stolen car is right here somewhere. Cadillac, right?
624 units and 6 on Statewide in person. Alright, it did pass 3-1, passing Lakeshore and 3-1.
It's right here, right? It's gonna be right up here. It might come off, we don't know. Lakeshore Drive is right in front of us, so.
Gonna go 55 south.
It's right in back of us.
It's gonna be taking I-55 south, and we'll take I-55 southbound.
I-55 southbound, that's right here. Let's go. The red Cadillac, we might see it. It might get off here. It might get right off here at 22nd Street. We might run into it. It's right here. All right, brother, you need to move, man. You need to keep moving, my brother. We're on a mission now. So yeah, that red Cadillac's right here, right? So we're gonna see if we run into it. I bet you they get off here somewhere. They're coming here. They're coming to this area. That's what they're doing. They might dump it over here at the Dearborn Homes. Yeah, watch it.
Last I heard, it was going to take I-55 southbound from Lakeshore. Anybody else have eyes? Yeah, no new updates past that. Last we had was I-55 southbound from Lakeshore.
I bet you they come off right here, man. This is where they're gonna come. Right here. We'll sit right here by this exit here. It's got Mexico plates, right? Let's sit right here. How about
possibly going southbound, Dan Ryan. We're trying to get eyes.
Alright, possibly southbound Dan Ryan. They're just watching all this from afar. And once we get the next hits on the Ryan, we'll let you know.
So they went on Lakeshore Drive. We just missed them here, and they're going back down south. We just missed them, right? Just missed that car. We just missed. I should have just went straight south, and we would have got right. Because I was on State Street. Remember that? They're right here.
Oh, all right. It got off 3424 Wabash westbound.
They're right here, man. I told you that. That they got off right here at 3424 Wabash. They're right here. I know where they're going. They're going to the Dearborn Homes. I know exactly where they're going. They're right here. There might be a shootout.
7387 Adam.
87 Adam.
Event number for Blue Line.
They're right down here, man.
Yeah, it is 080.
So they're down here with Mexican plates on a red Cadillac.
You got any eyes over there?
Look for a red Cadillac. It's right around here somewhere. If I would have went straight down when we were on State Street, I should have went straight. We would have ran right into him. I went over, right, back over to Wabash. We were back on Wabash. That's where they're at. We're on State now. They're over here. I bet you they end up right here somewhere. This is where they're going to end up, I bet.
All right, so must have gotten off. 31 in Wallace westbound. We're waiting to see if it comes up to 31 in Halstead.
There you go. They're right down the street. There. Oh, they're...
Halstead. All right.
You guys want to chase a stolen car or what?
We had a hit at 3-4 in Wabash going westbound. We're trying to see if it comes up to Halstead here.
It was 24, 20. So Wallace and 31st going westbound.
Oh, Wallace. I'm sorry. 31 and Wallace going westbound. Okay. All right. So must have gotten off. 31 and Wallace westbound. We're waiting to see if it comes up to 31 in Halstead.
700 disregard. That was another hit that just came in at the same time. Okay, last we got was 25th and MLK southbound. Oh, it just hit 31st. And westbound.
31 in Indiana westbound. All right, 31 in Indiana westbound.
And right here, man.
That was a bet, man.
They're right here, everybody.
Westbound 31 in State.
They're right here.
I think it's going to have the red light here, right underneath the viaduct by Federal.
They're right in back of us.
All right, let's see what he does here.
They're right in back of us.
Right,
we're ahead of them.
Northbound on LaSalle from 31.
They're right. They're right here, man. We're right by them. I know where they're gonna dump the car. They're gonna dump it right here. They're right here somewhere. You guys might see a stolen car chase shootout. We don't know yet. We're in the middle of it. They're right here. It's hush hush now, right? Because they're right here. LaSalle is right over here.
I couldn't tell if he got on or not, could you?
I don't think he did. He might have called you.
Yeah, I don't think he got on the Ryan at all.
They're right here.
Taking LaSalle around to Wentworth here.
They're right here. That's where they're at.
You got back on the Ryan, northbound.
Okay, northbound on the Ryan. Northbound on the Ryan from 31 in LaSalle.
They're right here, man. They want to dump the car right here. This is where they want to come. I know what they want to do. This is where they dump cars, right here. This is where they want. If I sit here, I bet you the car comes right back here. I'm almost sure. As he keeps saying, he keeps getting on and off at 31st Street. They're probably calling their buddies to get another car ready underneath the viaduct because they can't see underneath the viaducts. They dump the car and they leave and they switch cars. They done that down on 63rd Street. They'll have. They did that on 63rd by the big viaduct over there by King Drive by O Block.
08144.
So they're somewhere riding around here. Red Cadillac, right? It's somewhere here. Remember, these guys are a little bit delayed because they're doing the LPR hits. Yeah, they're coming here. This is where they want to dump the car. I'm almost sure of it. Well, maybe not. I might be wrong. We'll sit around here and see if they come. Here's Federal. This is where they were just driving. There's a lot of empty spots, but I know they're going to the Dearborn Homes. That's where I think they're, because remember they said they kept getting on and off. Unless they're going over to the homes over there on Halstead, to those projects. You don't know which one they're doing, right? And you say, oh, the projects. Oh, you always say that. No, that's how it goes. Because you can hide in the projects. If you go to a house, they're going to find you. Everybody knows that. If you go to a house, they get you. If you go to the projects, you got a bunch of apartments where you can hide out. So they might be trying to get a hold of somebody where they can get into. They dump the car and they run into the project, and there's 5, 6, 10 apartments in there. Now they can't get you because they don't know who the hell's who, right? That's how they do it, right? It's not rocket science to be a criminal. It's pretty easy, right? You don't want to go to a place where they can catch you. If you go to 3804 South Wolcott, they're going to find you. But if you go to 3804 building with 10 apartments, they're not going to find you. And especially if there's a bunch of people in there, you can change your clothes, dump the guns, do whatever you want to, right? That's how they do it. They've done it on a few of these chases. Listen up. They're gone.
Still headed northbound toward the Roosevelt. Alright, northbound on the Ryan, approaching Roosevelt.
We can't go here, right?
Lane 2. And we're in lane number 2.
Alright, so let's go, man. We gonna be chasing this car or what? What do you say, guy? Oh, man, there's a rat there. Did you see that one? That was a big rat. Yeah, running across the street there. We're gonna fool around here. Do you see they keep getting on and off the highway around here, right? So they got off, and they got on, they got off. They're what they're doing is, I'm almost sure they're waiting. They're trying to get a hold of somebody that can open a door for them. That's what they're doing. They're calling and texting people. They might have been listening to the radio, right? They know they're being chased and followed, but they know there's a no chase, no stop policy. You can't chase, Chicago PD can't chase people. They don't have the helicopter up tonight because of the weather, maybe. They don't have the state troopers maybe out tonight. I don't know why. So there's nothing CBD can do. You hear them, they letting them drive all around. They're getting on and off the highway. And you know what? The criminals know this. They know it. They're not stupid. Chicago police cannot stop a moving car. It's against their policy. They can't do any of that. It's why they keep, you've just been hearing, what, a half hour driving around?
Alright, let me know what we do here at the split, if we still got eyes. But, it looks like he's going to the 290 right now. We'll let you know if he stays on for the 290. Alright, appears to be taking the 290. Again, we're just following from afar. If we do see him take 290, let me know.
See that?
Yeah, he's going to be going 290 westbound. Alright, he will take 290 westbound. 10-4. Lane 1. Lane number 1, westbound 290 from the Jane Burn.
They're letting, right? That's wild. You're hearing it live. This is not nothing. You're just hearing it live. Stolen red Cadillac driving all around the city. CPD is not stopping it. There's no helicopters in there, and I don't know if the state police are around. So this guy's getting free reign to drive around our city.
We're going to be lane 1, 290 westbound approaching Ashland. Westbound 290 approaching Ashland, lane number 1. The red Cadillac XT6. Do know it's a street steal, but it currently has the Mexico plate. William David Zebra 471 Adam on it.
With Mexico plates. Now they're going to the west side. So they might be texting each other, right? They need to get into an apartment building. That's the only way they're going to get away right now. They can drive wherever they want. If they go to the suburbs, they're going to get spiked. The suburban cops, if CBD goes to the suburbs, they'll spike them in the suburbs. You're hearing it live. I mean, I'm not making it up, right? That you hear it.
For the LPR is passing Maplewood. Local lane 3.
I'm sorry, westbound of where?
Passing Maplewood.
Westbound Maplewood, lane number 3.
They're on the 290.
And westbound 290, Kedzie.
Lights are off.
Alright, use caution, guys. They did have the lights off. They blacked out. Not currently available.
That's Independence.
Westbound 290, passing Independence.
Do what you got, right? You guys are hearing it. A normal human.
Costner.
They're on Costner. A normal human would say, why didn't they stop the guy? Because they can't. It's against policy. If they do, they get written up by the guy there's guys that are listening to this. There's admins that listen to the radio. If they do anything, they'll get on. They'll say, stop, terminate. They tell them to do. And we've heard it on their... Yeah.
Gonna go south.
Yep, southbound. Alright, southbound Costner from the 290. Lights are back on.
Continue southbound.
Continuing southbound on Costner. Southbound Costner, 5th Avenue.
Oh, man. So you're listening to DEI, anti-police, defund the police radio. That's what you're listening to. This is what gets you there, right here. A guy just drove. Well, how long have we been listening to now? Half hour? 30, 40 minutes? These guys got guns in the car. They got drugs. Who knows what crimes they've done? You don't know. They've lost contact. They could be throwing guns out. They could be picking people up. They
There's
go.
a light at Costner and Roosevelt.
They drive underneath viaducts, and you don't know what they do.
And he's continuing southbound.
Yep, southbound Costner from Roosevelt. Southbound Costner from Roosevelt.
You're listening to it. You're listening to police allowing the crime to go.
13th, I think.
Eastbound 13th from Costner.
This is live. You're listening to live radio right now. That's what you're listening to. The police letting the guys go. SubX.News.
Yeah, eastbound from Costner, lights are off.
Alright, lights back off. Eastbound 13th and Costner.
It's 5:41 p.m.
Southbound to 1 block east of Trip.
Alright, southbound on Keeler from 13th.
5:42 p.m. December 26, 2020. You're listening to a stolen car tracking. They don't pursue, they track. They don't stop it. It's against policy. You've heard for almost 45 minutes now a stolen car.
That had stolen cars usually between Kildare and Keeler on Fillmore.
See, they know where it's going.
Like to dump them Fillmore between Kildare and Keeler. Just heads up.
See, so
westbound 13.
Westbound 13.
So they know where they're at, but they're not stopping them.
Where?
Maybe coming back up to Costner.
Continue westbound.
It looks like continue westbound on 14th.
way on Costner, right? They're past, right? Costner is before Cicero, right? K-Town. You're here. I don't know what else to tell you guys. I can complain. I can start swearing. You can do whatever you want. You're listening to it. I know it's boring. This is what most channels and most reporters don't do.
14th then is at Kilbourne, so they're going to have to go north or south to Kilbourne at some point.
From afar, Kilbourne. 15th and Kilbourne, it's going eastbound in the North Alley.
15th and Kilbourne, eastbound in the North Alley.
Still eastbound.
Still eastbound.
Coming out to Costner, and it's going to go northbound on Costner.
All right, back out northbound Costner from 15th.
Stolen red Cadillac, 15th and Kilbourne. Stolen red Cadillac with Mexican plates, 15th and Kilbourne.
Place. All right, they're 15th place. If anyone has any lights activated, let me know. Northbound Costner from 15th place. Let's see, there it is.
Back eastbound on 13th from Costner.
Eastbound 13th and Costner.
Back southbound on Keeler from 13th.
All right, southbound Keeler from 13th.
I gotta get another phone. This phone just locked on me.
Right in the alley, Keeler and Tripp, just south of 13th.
Keeler and Tripp, that's right up here, right? That phone locked.
Over right here with this. We got it. Got the car unoccupied.
Did they bail?
Yeah, squad, wait.
All right, they bailed.
Gangway, right here.
All right, 1300 block south, Tripp in the alley, they bailed.
13th and 14th and Q.
Alright, you're between
the street.
Running onto the street again. We're between 13th and 14th, Keeler and Chris. Go over to the Keeler side. Go to the Keeler side.
13th and 14th and Keeler.
Go to the Keeler
bailed.
side. 13th and Keeler.
Into the street.
Stolen red Cadillac with Mexican plates.
Anybody got eyes on these guys?
So they're gone. They bailed. Do you see that? So they're gone. And look, how can you prosecute somebody if you lose sight of them?
The unit that saw him bailed, could you tell how many got out of the car?
Very old black. Get a shirt on. Black shirt. Black sweatpants. Male black.
Alright, male black, black shirt, black sweatpants. And it was only one?
Only one.
Only the one bailed. Male black, black shirt, black sweatpants, 10-4. Are you any drone operators in the area that maybe want to help 13th and Keeler? Any available drone operators, 13th and Keeler? Alright, you're not going to have any air support at all, unfortunately. 13th and Keeler, again, male black, black shirt, black sweatpants. He was the only one that bailed from the car. Last I heard was he was running eastbound through the gangway towards Keeler.
We lost this offender crossover from Keeler.
Alright, you're not going to have any air support at all, unfortunately. 13th and Keeler, again, male black, black shirt, black sweatpants. Any available drone operators, 13th and Keeler? Alright, you're not... A unit that saw him bailed, could you tell how many got out of the car?
Very old black. Get a shirt on. Black shirt. Black sweatpants. Male black.
Alright, male black, black shirt, black sweatpants. And it was only one?
Only one.
shirt, black sweatpants, 10-4. Are you any drone operators in the area that maybe want to help 13th and Keeler? Any available drone operators for 13th and Keeler? Alright, you're not going to have any air support at all, unfortunately. 13th and Keeler, again, male black, black shirt, black sweatpants. He was the only one that bailed from the car. Last I heard was he was running eastbound through the gangway towards Keeler.
Don't send yourself popping up with the drones.
Did they? Okay, perfect.
I don't know if they know that they're looking for a person. They just mentioned the vehicle.
Yeah, 49 David 3. Okay, perfect. 49 David 3 is going to be en route with a drone.
Do we know if this offender crossed over from Keeler to the next street over?
Anybody advise if he made it east of Keeler? Alright, nobody's coming up. The last we had was he was running eastbound through the gangway to the street on Keeler. I did not hear anything east of that, though.
11-12.
12, go ahead.
11-12.
Go ahead, 11-12.
This is a straight steal, right?
Correct, just a straight steal. Last four in the VIN should be 1160.
Alright, we got a rifle recovered.
Rifle recovered at 1747 hours.
Not bad.
Right?
Don't drive 5700. I don't know if it's related, but there's a Hummer EV that's circling around the area. Came out of the alley and it popped back up. Looks like by is it Carla's?
Alright, use caution. If anyone sees the electric Hummer, it's circling around the area near Karlov right now. Unknown if related, but it is circling the area.
I'm positive I saw it pop out at first, call in and get killed there. And then saw it pop back out over there by Carla's.
Okay, 10-4. Alright, for the air, 1112 is going to take the car and the rifle from down there on Keeler and Trip. Again, we are looking for a male black shirt, black sweatpants, last seen running eastbound through the gangways, just south of 13th, towards Keeler. We have not heard if he actually made it east of Keeler, though.
It's 700 Adam. That Hummer went back northbound, colon, and looks like it went eastbound on 13th.
Alright, Hummer went eastbound 13th and colon. Again, unknown if related, but it is circling the area at this time.
6409 Charlie.
Go ahead, Charlie.
For the air, can we get a positive tire deflation device?
Nice. Positive tire deflation at 1749 hours. Give me just a second here.
Stolen red Cadillac recovered with a rifle inside, Mexican plates. South of 13th Street on Keeler. There's one offender running eastbound.
Criminal trespass in progress, 7120 South Mirror Apartment 211. Caller states visitor walk past security yard showing ID. Needs assistance to remove him from residential buildings. A male black, heavy set, all black hoodie, black pants, 3rd District on 7th.
And Sergeant for 649 Charlie.
649.
Hey, 649. Charlie had a positive tire deflation device hit on this vehicle. Event number 08302. 08302.
Copy, thank you.
United 7 and Citywide, getting multiple reports west of 57 in Aberdeen, Zone 6 for you, quick.
You heard it live, but the guy got away. That's the problem, Jason.
19 on the Cityway, we're getting a person with a gun over at Bristol and Hermitage and Bristol. Going northbound is 2 teens that are walking again northbound, making a video on their phones with 2 guns. One's got on all black, the other is tan jogging suit. No further. 111 is clear.
You guys heard it here, right? So they were running around, and you don't know if they dumped guys out, dumped guns out, dumped drugs out, dumped stolen stuff out. We don't know. When you go on the divide, I'm telling you, there's a recording. I'm going to try to pull it off, but I don't think I can. I won't remember. They were following 2-3 cars once. They went underneath the viaduct at 63rd. They never moved out, and some new cars came out. They were waiting for. Look, they use phones and texts and all of that stuff. These crooks aren't stupid. They're not dumb. They're crooks. But You heard it live here. We're gonna see what we can get. No, I called it. They were gonna dump it over there by Dearborn. We'll see. Look up on the internet. 13th and Costner, Kildare. If there's apartment buildings there, that's usually how they get away. Because if it's a single family home, they usually catch them. I don't know what's over there at Keeler. We're gonna go check it out right now. That's where we're going to.
1864 David. I'm calling for a money sniff.
Alright, is this from the Clybourne, Joe?
10-4.
So they got money too.
About 5,900.
Wow.
5,900. Alright.
So they got $5,900 from that car. They got a car. They got money.
4734.
Yeah. Wow.
4734.
There you go.
Sir, thank you.
That's crazy. Listen up.
783 Charlie.
We're at 79th Red Line, area 2.
Because I was talking.
Yes, I'm saying the city west unit criminal trespass in progress, 7120 South Mirror Apartment 211. Caller says visitor walk past security yard showing ID needs to remove him from residential buildings and male black. Heavy set all black hoodie, black pants, 3rd district on 7.
And Sergeant for 649 Charlie.
649.
Hey, 649. Charlie had a positive tire deflation device hit on this vehicle. Event number 08302. 08302.
Copy, thank you.
Madison 7 and Citywide, there's multiple reports west of 57 and Aberdeen. Zone 6 for you, quick. Units in 19 and the Citywide, we're getting a person with a gun over at Bristol and Hermitage and Bristol. Going northbound is 2 teens that are walking again northbound, making a video on their phones with 2 guns. One's got on all black, the other is tan jogging suit, no further. 111 is clear.
1864 David and Citywide 1.
1864 David.
Keeler and Kildare, right? That we're coming up on that soon. We're gonna be right here.
Alright, is this from the Clybourne, Joe?
10-4.
How much cash do you have to sniff?
About 5,900.
5,900. Alright, sounds good. I will send them your way, sir.
Oh, Clybourne, not Kilbourne. Those are 2 different streets. Sorry about that. I mixed 2 cases
On
up.
the box, sir. Thank you.
7383 Charlie.
783 Charlie.
49 David 3.
49 David 3.
Can I get a drone deployment under UAS Adam Sam Tom 11 away South Baldwin, please?
Yeah, 10-4. It's going to be 08345. 08345.
99. If they need me to put the drone over there too, I can do that as well.
They probably would, if you don't mind. Male black, black shirt, black sweatpants. He was last seen running eastbound through the gangway south of 13th Street. He was coming on to Keeler, but we have not heard if he ran east of Keeler.
99 Keeler and 13th Street, you said?
That's where we're heading, everybody. Where the action is.
99, are the units monitoring the zone or should I push over the zone?
It's kind of a mixed match, but I'd stay over here. My robbery teams are on scene looking for him on foot.
That intersection, Fillmore and Keeler, right?
Yeah, that's a popular dump spot. Is Fillmore, like between Keeler or Kildare and Karlov, more like Kildare and Karlov.
So what
7362.
when you stay on SubX.News, you listen to how the spaghetti is made, okay? This is the spaghetti being made. It's not the high-end stuff, but this, you hear the whole case from beginning to end. So we're gonna go check out the car and whatever's going on. That's where we're heading. It's right here, by the way. We're right by it.
372, you got it. That is 08362.
Thanks.
No problem.
W387.
87 David.
Let's go from Jefferson westbound on the blue line, please.
More gentrification. There you go. See the gentrification?
736 ready.
86A.
Hours.
08370. 08372.
7386 David.
David.
Can we get 2 event numbers at Chicago Avenue Red Line platform and station, please?
08374, 08375.
Thank you.
And 64-9 Charlie.
Go ahead.
Real quick for that tire deflation, was it at 13th and Keeler or somewhere else?
13th and Keeler.
13th and Keeler. All right, sounds good.
So the car's at 13th and Keeler, the Cadillac, right?
7389 Adam.
89 Adam.
That's where
Please
we're
go to Jackson left, please.
at. That's right around there, right?
Yeah, 08385 and 08386.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is. I mean, everybody does the mass shootings and the murders and blah, blah, blahs and blah, blah. But this is everyday stuff that you're listening to, right? So now they're looking for the bad guys somewhere. So I don't know how they get, the only way you're going to match the bad guy to whatever they're doing is what? By DNA, right? So you're going to have a DNA, whatever, right? Is DNA in the car or something. That's the only way I think you can match, but you still can't. You're going to have a lot of moving parts here to actually match him to whatever crimes he has. And if he runs into a place with a bunch of people, yeah, I don't know how you're going to prosecute that. I'd beat a case like that. That's easy. 13th and Keeler, right? We're coming up on it right here, right?
08402 and 08403.
I was gonna go home. 6 o'clock on my clock. Let's see if that time is good on that WBM.
2 teenage boys injured in separate shootings in the city overnight. And in rain-soaked California, crews are working to keep roadways clear of mud and debris. More ahead from CBS News. In sports, Bulls in action tonight at home. Northwestern over Central Michigan 34-7 in one of the 3 college bowl games going on tonight. AccuWeather says rather cloudy in Chicago, below 37 tonight. Clouds tomorrow, a high of 46. We have 41 at O'Hare, 42 Midway. It's 6 o'clock.
We're on time again.
CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper. The Northeast is in the path of a snowstorm. New York City and Philadelphia are already getting hit with sleet and freezing rain. Meteorologist Craig Allen.
Lower New York State, down towards New York City and Newark, Long Island and Connecticut could wind up with their biggest snowfall in over 3 years. There is the potential for a 5 to 10 inch snowfall and possibly even a little bit more in some of the heavier bands.
High snow totals could hit northeastern Pennsylvania's Pocono Mountains, and central PA could see a quarter inch or more of ice. From snow and ice on the east coast to rain and mud on the west coast, there have been at least 3 storm-related deaths across California after days of atmospheric rivers, flooding, mudslides, and high wind. CBS News Los Angeles' Tina Patel in Malibu.
We were at one of the flood channels near Big Rock Drive. The water was flowing through there, but there was a number of rocks and debris that have kind of started to gather in the storm drains. So crews were taking their equipment and trying to take that out so just the water could flow, make it to the ocean. And that if we did get more rain and more flows coming through, that it wouldn't cause any flooding problems.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says he will meet with President Trump this weekend to discuss the peace plan to end Russia's war against Ukraine. BBC's John Shea.
Mr. Zelensky said he believes the meeting would happen on Sunday in Florida. The proposals include security guarantees, which have been a key demand of Kyiv, which is worried that Russia will invade again. There's no guarantee that Russia will accept any deal agreed by the 2 presidents. American officials have maintained separate talks with Russian delegates.
Trump tells Politico that he will also meet with Israel's prime minister this weekend. And CBS's Willie James Inman reports the president says regarding yesterday's U.S. strike on ISIS in Nigeria.
He initially
anticipated that this would take place on Wednesday, but he moved it to Christmas Day in large part for symbolic reasons. Of course, Christmas Day being a very important holiday for Christians around the world. So the president forcefully using not only that messaging, but the military response to send a message directly to ISIS in Nigeria.
Retailers have had a happy holiday season, but may have to pay the price in early 2026. Bert Flickinger with retail consulting firm Strategic Resource Group estimates holiday sales were up 5 to 7% this year, but prices were up.
We're gonna wait till we were right over where it should be.
Retailers. He also warns returns are up 20%.
They look at their monthly credit card statement with interchange or revolving interest rates of 30%. Said we can't afford it, we can't wear it, we can't drive it, can't use it. We're taking it back, and we're going to have to wait for better times next year.
This is CBS News.
Brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Not only does Progressive let you bundle your insurance, they also give you round-the-clock protection. Quote today at Progressive.com.
At Rasny Jewelers, it's the same family for 75 years.
Stan Rasny, CEO at Rasny Jewelers.
To be owned and operated by the same continuous family for 75 years is something that is very powerful and unique.
Daughter and third generation owner Christine.
Are we going to get through there or not? I don't think so. I better back up.
You can be in any.
I was waiting for him to come through.
And typically always find a Rasny somewhere in the building.
Indeed. In an industry that's been taken over by corporate stores and online retailers, it's refreshing to know there are still local family jewelers who are still providing exceptional quality, personalized attention.
13th, right? I was going to let him come through, but I guess not.
Parents took care of when my kids are waiting on great
13th, right?
The same family. We're a family business developing the future with the next generation.
Rasny Jewelers, 4 Chicagoland locations.
We're looking for a red Cadillac, right?
Coast, and online at Rasny.com.
Turns out there is always room for dessert. CBS's Cooper Lawrence.
Researchers at the University.
There's a lot of stolen cars around here, I think.
Big meal. We may feel like we want that slice.
13th and Keeler, right?
Reflects how the stomach and brain respond to sweets after a meal. Your stomach naturally expands, allowing for sweet salt.
We're on Keeler. This is the block.
Mechanisms are also at work, triggering that dopamine reward for our ancestors.
Except we're on 21st, so we got 8 blocks to go.
Because our high stress lives mean we deserve a little treat.
Oh man, I should have stayed on that main street over there. Oh well, that's the way life goes.
NASDAQ fell 20 points. The S&P 500 slipped 2 points. The S&P 500 has climbed nearly 18% this year, driven by deregulatory policies and optimism about AI. Gold and silver prices continue to climb. Target rose after reports of an activist investor taking a stake in the giant retailer. Treasury yields held relatively steady in the bond market. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News.
So Pure Talk just had their best year ever and asked me if I'd like to thank their customers on their behalf for being so awesome. I said sure. It's important to say thanks, especially this time of year, which is why, as one of their many satisfied customers, I should probably thank Pure Talk first for keeping their customer service in this country and for providing hundreds of American jobs. I appreciate that. I also appreciate their Roundup program, which makes it easy to support America's Warrior Partnership and join the fight against veteran suicide. And I love that Pure Talk donated 1,000.
There, we're somewhere there, right? There's cops all over here.
And of course, I really appreciate.
They're looking for somebody here. See that there? So there's cops all over here. They're looking for somebody. We're in that right spot. SubX.News, they're looking for somebody here. You see that there? This is 18th though, so I don't know what they're doing down there. Seen that, right? 16th? We're in the hood now. This is where it's at, right here. And the cops are walking around here or something.
We have 40 degrees, northwest winds at 8 miles an hour. Going to be cloudy for the next few days through the weekend. Warming up Sunday, though. We could.
I was here for a murder. There was a murder up here.
At 6:15.
A girl got shot. 2 girls got shot up here somewhere. Now I remember this area.
Story from WBBM's Glenn Marshall.
53-year-old Andrade Pino was denied pretrial release after police said he tried to kidnap a special needs Jewel Osco employee. A 23-year-old woman was collecting cards. Police say Andrade Pino tried to force the woman into his car by grabbing her by the neck twice. He then returned the next morning when police say a store employee called and he was arrested. Andrade Pino is charged with attempted kidnapping and aggravated battery in a public place. He's due back in court next month. Glenn Marshall, News Radio 105.9 WPBM.
2 teenage boys were injured in separate shootings overnight. Police say a 15-year-old boy was walking on the 2900 block of East 91st Street when he was shot and struck in the leg. The second incident took place a half an hour later near Rockwell and Hollywood. Chicago police aren't saying if they are related, and no arrests have been made in either incident. Police also looking over security cameras tonight, searching for the driver who was involved in a Southside hit and run late last night.
A white SUV was hit by a gray car on West 79th Street in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood.
Yeah, I told you it's an apartment building, didn't I? I told you right there, there's the apartment building. Didn't I say it's an apartment building? That's where you ran into.
Chicago police say ran a red light prior.
Right there, there's the apartment building. Did you see it?
2 detectives are investigating.
It's the apartment building he ran into. I bet you any right there. That's 13 and Keeler right there. I know that. You ain't finding him in there. If he goes into a home, you'll find him. If he goes in a building, you can't. There's the building right there, 13th and Keeler, right? We're looking for the car now somewhere here, right? They punctured the tires, so it's got to be disabled somewhere, right? Yeah, watch out in case there's a damn shootout out here with the cops, man. I don't want to get in the middle of a gunfight, right? So you seen it right there. That's you went to the apartment building, right? Alright, so where are we going to here, right? We're looking for a red Cadillac. Don't know where it's at. I don't know, they picked it up already or what happened. There's Keeler, and we're on 12th and Keeler, right?
Dan Ryan crashed in the hip outside the expressway around 31st, clearing that out of the way. It's heavy for
Let's listen to the radio calls again, right? Where are they at over here?
95th, 16 on your way back out, slow to 18th Street. Nothing on 57, Bishop Ford in from 130th on up to the Dan Ryan. We'll just slow at 18 in from 8094 up to the Ryan. To Settle Lakeshore Drive,
what we missed here.
Chicago Avenue south outside around the Oak Street curve to Chicago Avenue is pretty heavy. The Tri-State southbound from Cermak down to Ogden is slow.
0, 84, 86, and 0, 84, 87.
383 Adam.
That's it right there. The Cadillac's right there, I think.
95th in the red.
I think it's right here.
084, 29.
Alright, brother, you need to keep moving now. We're on a crime scene.
85, Adam.
Can I get 2 numbers for 95th and red line? One from north, one from south.
I think this might be it here.
084, 57, and 0.
They were looking for somebody down by 18th Street. Did you see that there?
85 Charlie.
85, Charlie.
There's 2 numbers from 79th red line, please.
Is this it? There's a Cadillac right here, right? Or not?
Alright, units 20 on the freeway getting a person with a gun over at Hermitage Lawrence. Hermitage, just 2 male Hispanic teens brandished guns. One of them had all black and the other all beige. Going southbound on Hermitage.
There's one Cadillac right there, right? I don't know if this is it or not. That's not red though, right? See that one right there?
Let me get 2 at Roseville, 1 for the red and 1 for the green, please.
0, 84, 86, and 0, 84, 87. 733 David.
Yeah, this is Ben for the red line, Roosevelt, please.
I don't see no cops around here, man.
97, 084, 99.
Man, that's where he ran into that big bill. There's somebody right over there. They got all kinds of weird stuff happening. Oh, there's people sitting everywhere around here. You gotta watch out. I don't want to get carjacked out here, man. Is that the dude will jump out of one car and jump into your car? I gotta lock my doors here, right? So we're looking for the red Cadillac somewhere here, right? 13 Keeler, 13 Karloff, right? That's where we're at. I'm pretty sure he ran into that building right there. We're at 13th and Keeler, right? Right there. That's the building he ran into, I bet you. There's abandoned buildings everywhere. Look at that. There's one right there, man. This is a high crime area here, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's high crime. Oh, there's a sheriff's car right there. I don't think he's part of this, though. Yeah, watch out so I don't get... I better move my seat back. I better do a low rider thing. I gotta put my seat back so I don't get shot in the head. You always put your seat back. Like the gangbangers. You know why they drive that way, right? So they don't get shot. Oh, I was here. Yeah, there was a lady got murdered right here. She crashed right into that pole right there. Right into that tree. Look it up. We're on Keeler, right? Yeah, right there. She crashed into that tree right there. I'm almost sure of that. Right there. Where's the cops at? Unless they took the car. No, they deflated the car, they said, right? Are they in the alleys? Don't see nothing in the alleys. Alright, let's keep moving. There's Tripp. They said Karlov maybe, right? Yeah, there's a lot of abandoned buildings around here. Don't see no cops. Where's Karlov at? Is it that way or is it in back of me? They said Tripp, Karlov, Keeler. There's... They were down there. They were looking for the guy way down there. Did you see that at 18th Street? That's where they were at. Where's this at? I don't even know what the damn streets are called. Oh, they have all the...
Sergeant 236?
You got some?
Yeah, I got a message from Barbara. I found her. She coming back.
Colin. They were on Karloff, right? There's a kitty cat there. We gotta go south. There's nothing up here on 13. They say it was 13. That's where they got the car, but I don't see it. You would see a tow truck by now or something. That was not a 30-minute delay there. I think it was down there where we seen those cop cars earlier.
Right now? Right now, you get that VRG treatment. Future, I'm on it. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Where did they say? Fillmore, they dump cars, they said. Maybe it's a little north of here? I don't know. We'll go north of here if we don't see nothing here. Here's Tripp. They said 13 Tripp, 13, right? Karloff. I think Karloff is ahead of us. I think it's before Keeler, right? There we go. Yeah, this is a dangerous neighborhood. I probably shouldn't be here at night, right? Where's Keeler? You want to go back down Keeler? Because they said it's on Keeler, right? Let's go back down Keeler and then we'll go back up. Let's see. Yeah, there. There's it. There's a car up there. Looks like
7387 Adam.
87 Adam.
Can I get a best please for Heritage Station Blue Line platform?
Oh, here.
We've been on Keeler, so ain't nothing. I don't see nothing, man.
08564,
They said they were on 5th too, so it might be up here. I don't see. There's that Tesla. That's been sitting there for a little while now. Yeah, I don't see no blue lights, man. We'll go up and then we'll go down. Which way is Karloff? Left or right? Let me check my other phone. As they said Fillmore, maybe. Fillmore is ahead of us. I know that. Alright, let's keep going, alright. I just want to see which way is Karloff. I think that Karloff is to the right of me. Kenville. Yeah, Karloff is to the right of me. I got a bunch of cars behind me, man. They got those Build Back Better signs everywhere around here, huh? And Fillmore is up here too. So that, there's some lights or something flashing up there, ain't there? We're on Keeler and Fillmore right here. We're at the spot. They said they dumped cars up here. Remember, he says they dumped cars on Keeler and Fillmore around here. I don't see none around here. Karloff is over here. So we'll go down Karloff maybe and see where that car is at. Sometimes they give the directions. I don't know if it's the right ones or what. Here's Karloff. So they were running all around here. We're on Fillmore. Yeah, they say they dumped. See, they got viaducts all around here. That's why they dumped the cars around here. I know that. They go by viaducts. They can't see them with the helicopter, right? You gotta watch out. I don't know. I might roll up on some bullshit I shouldn't roll up on. I got some dude in a fucking big truck behind me now. Let's keep moving here, right? Now we're on Karloff, so we're gonna go down. If we don't find it, we'll call it a night. We don't know why. Sometimes we find these things. Sometimes we don't know if it's in a cubby hole or if it's in an abandoned area. But I think those where those cops were. Those were by 18th Street. They were looking for somebody over there. But I'm looking for the Cadillac right now. Where are we at now? Karloff and 13th. So we're at the area. We'll go down. Maybe we'll come one more time back up. Yeah, they said they flattened the car too, right? They found the rifle. You can't get rid of a flattened car that quick, right? You have to pull. You got to bring in a whatchamacallit. Maybe that was that car over there. Remember we were in the alley over there? Maybe that was the flatbed to pick it up. I don't know. Maybe they dumped it somewhere there. Because they said they went in an alley. Remember that? Maybe that was it. That flatbed. Maybe I need to go back over there. You remember I seen that flatbed in there? I said I gotta let it go past. Sometimes you go on these scenes and you don't even know that it's a scene that it's happening in front of you. I just realized that if they flattened the tires with the spikes, then that might have been the truck to pick it up. You know what I'm talking about, right? There was a flatbed back there in that alley and I backed out of there. I should have. Alright, we'll go check that out and then we'll call it a night. I don't see nothing down there. Usually if it's a car, they'll sit on the car. I don't see any stuff out there at all. We'll go down one block and we'll go down up the next block, right? We're gonna go see. Because we're on Karloff now. And I'm looking on both sides. I don't see anything. I know I seen those cops on Keeler on 18th. I think the alley is right here. So it might be that alley we were in. That was it. That was the alley. I'm almost sure of it. Yeah, that probably was it. I've done that before. I've been on crime scenes right, because sometimes you get to them before the cops do. So it doesn't look like a crime scene. It looks like whatever, normal. Yeah, you remember the flatbed back there somewhere? That was on Keeler, I think. I'm looking down the streets and I don't see any lights. They might have turned their lights off already. This is Keeler, I think, right here, right? Yeah, this is Keeler. Oh yeah, this is a pretty dangerous neighborhood, it looks like. Probably shouldn't be fucking around over here, man. We should get the hell out of here. Yeah, we're gonna go. Oh man, yeah, this is a bad neighborhood. This is a pretty bad neighborhood. I can see the houses, they're messed up. I need to get the hell out of here. That's what I need to do. Forget it. Yeah, we were just here. I know that. As I said, I seen somebody get murdered over here before on this block. I think this was it. Because you got a guy running around with rifles and guns. Yeah, this is 15th and Keeler. Oh, I don't see nothing around here, man. Yeah. I don't see nothing. Get blocked in, man. That's not a good thing to happen to you around here. They carjack people here like nothing. That guy, who knows what he's doing, right?
appreciate you. I'm on that. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful.
Merry Christmas. 7387 Adam.
87 now.
Can I get a vent, please, for Heritage Station Blue Line platform?
Oh, here, platform is 08564, 08564.
So this is where they dump the cars.
Units in Aiden Citywide, getting a person with a gun. 63rd and Albany and 63rd. There'll be a male with guns, with the gun standing outside. Male black, wearing all black. He's on foot, no further. 8th District on 6 clear.
4609.
We're gonna get out of here. There's a cop right now in front of us. See that cop right there? I think that's a cop. No. We're here.
8631.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Thank you, and you can show us clear.
Let's get out of this. It's too many times running around in the same neighborhood.
Citywide, we got a criminal trespass in progress. 1912 South Shelby, 1912 South Shelby, male black. 30, last name wearing gray hoodie and a blue blanket. Disoriented, trespassing the staircase in the road building near the parking pad. They want him removed. He's been there every day for a week. Parents are complaining and are afraid of the offender. Nothing further. Station clear.
7388 Adam. 88 Adam.
We're gonna go back down Keeler and get out of here. That's oh, see, there's a bunch of damn dudes down there, man.
8660.
See, you don't want to be going down these alleys, man. They jump out. They'll jump out of these garage alleys and grab your car, man. There ain't nothing you can do about it.
7386 Adam.
See there a bunch of guys right there? See them right in front of me, right? I could see them from back there. You see those guys right there, right? You're not driving past those guys. See that right there, right? Right there. They're right in front of me. You don't see those guys right there? There you go, man. You ain't getting past those guys. Yeah, it's time to go home. We're gonna call it a night. We're gonna call it safety go home night, man, and that's it. Yeah, we're not gonna play that game. We're not into the I want to get carjacked night. Man. See a bunch of dudes hanging in the alley there? Those were roughnecks there, man. You don't want to mess with those guys. And they're right there. They're walking there, right next to me. They might be those guys. There ain't that many crooks, trust me. In any neighborhood, there's not that many crooks. Trust me. Look, you can go to any neighborhood, white, black, Mexican, Honduran, whatever the hell you want to call it. Asians, even Southeast Asian up north. There's only so many crooks in every neighborhood. And they're the ones that are doing all the stuff. That's it. It's just a bunch of guys walking down the alley right there.
22, citywide, person with a gun, 92nd and Emerald and 92nd, Michael State said, so males are outside his house bothering him over a Facebook picture. Then he said they're riding around in cars trying to shoot him. He stopped cooperating and talking to others. District 22 is all night.
Facebook pictures, man, that's bad. Yeah, you know what I'm doing, right? We call it a night. That's it. I'm by my house. I'm not that far from my place, so we're gonna call it a night. I can't find a stolen red Cadillac, then I can't find it. That's the life is, right? I tried my hardest. You see me, I went back and forth 2-3 times. When I start seeing guys walking around, I'm not. And then they don't know who I am. They might think I'm a narc, a cop. They might think I'm op. I'm not taking a chance. See, there's another stolen car just driving in here, just pulling in right there, right next to me. Yeah, we're getting the hell out of here. This is not a safe neighborhood. Let's go home. We call that a night. I tried, everybody. Sorry. It would have been nice to get the picture of that Cadillac, but I looked everywhere. I can't find it. We're gonna get out of here. That's the safe spot, right? And you find it, you don't, you don't. That's how life goes, right?
387 Adam.
87 Adam.
Blue line on Air Keys Point eastbound, please.
Second vet number 08698. 08698.
Those cops are still down here, it looks like, aren't they? Are these the cops that we seen earlier? There's a bunch of apartment buildings here. This is a rough neighborhood here, man.
Units of 12 and citywide. I got a person with a knife, 1133 West Roosevelt, 1133 West Roosevelt, Brescia calling. Says her grandma called her crying. Someone has a knife, is acting strange with her. She couldn't understand her. She wouldn't stop crying. Callers en route. Grandmother is loose. That's good. She was on the first floor. Nothing further. Station clear.
That's the viaduct, right? That's the divider there. They used to divide the black community from the Hispanic community there. That viaduct right there. That was the dividing line for since I grew up, but I don't think it is anymore. Alrighty. That's the way. Oh, this was the alley right here. This is the alley we were right here. And that flatbed's back there. Now, let me go around here. We might get lucky. Let me go around here. It's right here. That flatbed's right back here. Kildare, because I know he mentioned Kildare too, maybe. Let's take a look over here. Man, there's a lot of nice cars around here. Nah, he ain't moving nothing there.
7387 Charlie.
87 Charlie.
387 Charlie. Can I get upper
See, you
and lower
park,
for Logan First?
you can get shot in these neighborhoods if you do what I'm doing, man. Because they think you might, they might think you're a different gang, right? That's what happens. It's not that they want to kill you. It's just they think you're a different gang and you're stopping there checking them out, so they shoot at you first. Like they take offensive measures out here, man. It ain't nothing. It's not personal. You know, none of this crap is personal. I don't think it is. Some of it is, but most of it ain't. Caller 10.
34 units and 18 in the city. Wide a person with a gun at 16 East Huron. The caller states a group of males that broke into his vehicle or nearby. One of them has a gun, male black vest, wearing a black hoodie and jeans. Nothing further than for clear.
I got 08727 for the second one. 08727.
Can I get through here or not? What's over here, man? Can I get out over there or not?
3385 David.
85 Charlie.
85 David. Make it 2 Roosevelt red line, upper lowest.
08732 and 08735.
These are projects here. They've been on video. They made videos of this place. They say this place has some of the, it's about a year ago, some of the best street weed anywhere in the city of Chicago. These projects right here. Right here. These are projects right here. Where are we at? We're at Karloff and 19th.
08741 and 08743.
2372.
7372.
Number 69 in the red.
You gotta watch out, man.
08744.
Don't want to get shot up. You do that move, you might get shot. I gotta stop doing that shit. And I should stop saying that, because that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So we're gonna get out of here. That's all we're gonna do. That's it. We're hightailing it. It's Pulaski. I know where I'm at. That's it. Oh man, there we go. What's this? I know there's been a couple of times there's been cars dumped right here. Let's see what this is all about.
3270.
Street stop.
Hey, good evening. Going to be doing a DUI mission in the 6th District tonight. I got one car out there, 3271. If I can get all 10 for the event number.
Alright, take event number 25360-08750.
Thank you.
They're searching that car, right? No, they're letting that guy go. That's over with, right? You give them their driver's license and that's it. No parking anytime. So, oh well. Should we be going through here? I don't know. Is this illegal? I guess it might be. What's the charge? What are they gonna charge me with? Driving in a circle. Let's get out of here. I guess we didn't hit that one, but hey, we had a decent time driving. We heard some cool radio calls. We kind of heard how things go, and we're gonna say, let's get out of here, all right? Well, it's 6:35. I think I've been on for 2.5 hours now, because I started about 4:05, I believe, today, and it's 6:35. Yeah, they might have. I don't know. It might be in some place. You never know. It is what it is. I mean, and plus it's dark. You can't see. They might have an undercover sitting on it. We might have passed the car up. We don't even know, right? That's just how it goes sometimes. It's like fishing. It's like fishing. You don't catch the fish every time. That's just how it goes. It's chasing. You're crime chasing, right? It's the same. That's what happens.
Electrical system. How do you know the thing you fix is going to fix the problem?
Jack, when the next thing breaks, they're gonna call me back. Repeat business, am I right?
At Arnold Electric, every new job comes with a free 32-point safety and maintenance inspection. We check your panel and your meter, look for worn or frayed wires, and check circuit loads and breaker capacity. You need to know the system is sound if you want repairs or new installations to work like they should.
Arnold Electric.
You could be putting a Band-Aid on a bigger problem.
Oh, I've had plenty of Band-Aids.
ArnoldElectric.com. Attention! Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments?
Yes.
With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-848-2299. 800-848-2299. Again, that's 800-848-2299.
You've worked hard. You've earned a life that you can call
26th Street. You want to guys take 26th Street? Yeah, we'll take 26th Street. When's the last time you've been on this street? I used to live right on both ends of this. I used to live on Kedville, and I've lived on Spalding over here. The migrants used to stay in that place. I think those two were connected there. I think that was a Jewel. That was a Walgreens. You know, there was a murder of a little girl right there by that bank. She was shot in the head with her mom. It was a drive-by. I think it was an accidental shooting there. That one, they turned the guy in. You know, some of these gangs are okay. I mean, I shouldn't say it that way. That guy turned himself in, I think, after 2 or 3 weeks. They let him run loose. And the gang tells him, you need to turn yourself in. I think that guy turned himself in that did that shooting. Or the guy took the fall for it. You never know. It might not be the shooter. It might be somebody else. And they say, you need to go and do 10, 20, 30 years for that one, right? That was the girl. I think somebody turned themselves in for that one. That was a little girl. Look it up. Pulaski and 26th Street. Girl shot, I think, 18-year-old or 6-year-old. She was holding her mom's hand. It's a very sad story. I think they got video of it, too.
Selection of new Ford models. In Homer Glen, the Speedway on 143rd near Bell is gas for $2.75 a gallon. In Hammond,
changing the tire there, man.
Vaseline is gas for $2.55. It is 6:38 now. Time to head to the roads. Traffic.
26th Street.
They're
really trying to mess this street up, man. It needs to be one of the 26th Street. This street right here, Little Village, 26th Street. It was second economy of this is Chicago. Second to Mag Mile. It was Mag Mile, then 26th Street. Those were the two highest revenue generators in the city of Chicago for whatever business and commerce, huh? I don't know how it's doing anymore.
The express lanes too. They're a couple minutes faster if you want to try them. 190 extension, no delays at all in or outbound from the terminals to the Kennedy. And the Eisenhower inbound Mannheim to Austin is jammed up. It's 42 minutes in from I-90 and 24 from Mannheim. Nothing on the way out to slow you down. And the Stevenson outbound is also clear, but the inbound side's where you run into some trouble between Central and Kedzie in spots. 21 minutes in from the Tri-State and 12 if you want to come in from Cicero. 55 through Will County looks just fine. Your Dan Ryan in from 31st is slow to Roosevelt for 18-minute trip in from 95th. Out to 18th is also slow, and 16 to get down to 95th Street. Nothing in the express lanes additional. 57 looks clear in and outbound, and the Bishop Ford in from 115th to Dan Ryan a little slow. 17 minutes in from 8094. Outbound side looks good, and the 7 northbound from Roosevelt to Navy Pier is slow in spots, and southbound side of Oak Street
right
down to
next to
Chicago
me,
Avenue is a little heavy, and nothing else through Grant Park to worry about. Your next traffic report at 6:48 here on News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
WBBM AccuWeather. It will stay rather cloudy for time. We'll get down to 37 for an overnight low. A good deal of clouds for tomorrow.
It's all messed up.
47. Still a lot of clouds tomorrow night. Temperatures nearly steady though in the mid to upper 40s, and it warms up to around 50.
It's a good neighborhood, good working class neighborhood right here. I grew up over here, so I love this area. I'll never get this out of my blood, this neighborhood. This is where I grew up. I was a little guy, man. Right here. I lived here, I don't know, 10 years or so. I graduated from McCormick School right down here. Grew up 2830 South Spalding, right down the street. Goldblatt's was over here. Jack in the Box was, this is Jack in the Box for this Bank of America. Well, that was Jack in the Box right there. That was, I'm pretty sure that was Zemski's right there. That dollar buster, that was Zemski's. I forgot where the Goldblatt. So I forget what this was. This is Goldblatt's. Goldblatt's is right here. Right here. This is Goldblatt's. I live right down the block, right there on Spalding. There's Rossi Brothers, everything is a church. There was a Church's Chicken. You see where that bank is there? That was Church's Chicken for many, many years. And maybe it's still around the corner there. That's Church's Chicken there. That's a brand new building. That Church's Chicken was there since when I was a kid. I then broke my rule and I didn't leave enough space here, did I?
Every December, when life finally slows down a little, I like to spend an afternoon celebrating the moments that made the year special. I'm Casey Finn from the DIY Playbook. We all snap thousands of photos, vacations, first days of school, little everyday moments, but most just live on our phones. This quiet week between the holidays is the perfect time to bring them to life. I have everyone in our family pick a few favorites, then I order prints.
Yeah, This was the indoor mall. They got rid of all the mall. This was Zare over here.
Even photo booth strips look great tucked
Right
in the
there.
very base for people to peruse.
My mom used to work in this place. Zare was right in there.
Wallpaper to a favorite photo.
Right, Zare, I'm pretty sure. It wasn't Ventures. It was Zare.
Or take it one step further. Make a small
Right in that place.
Year's best moments. It's such a fun tradition to look back on year after year. It's a simple project that turns
She used to work in the cafeteria, and if I wanted to eat, I could eat there for free. That's some good food, Dad. Good. People don't know and don't realize, and maybe you some of you guys that grew up there about my age, some of that department store cafeteria food was really good. It was, my mom worked there. Yes, some was pre-made and she had packages, but some was from scratch. So I remember you could get deals for $1.99. See, the reason they did that is for the housewives, right? So you're at home all day, you're with the kids maybe, right? 1 or 2 are in school, maybe you have 1 or 2 at home, whatever it may be. But if you had, it was a way to entice the housewives to come to the store and shop. And if you could get a $1.99 or, I don't think it was higher than, I don't think it was more than $3. I don't even think it was $3. Go there and you get that cafeteria food from the department store. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I mean, they had regular meatloafs and pizzas and fried chickens and all of that. And then they'd have specials once in a while. But I remember once in a while there's the pre-made food, but some of it was made from scratch. It's Cook County Jail, if you don't know that. This was the center of the world at one time. It might still be. I doubt it anymore. At one time, I don't think we had known. We had the highest jail population in the United States of America. We still have, I think, the biggest court system in the United States of America. I don't know if they have the volume anymore since the COVID. And there might be some other places like maybe Atlanta that have more maybe now. I don't know. But we were bigger than LA. I don't know why, but we were. And I don't know what it is now. But this area here was the center of the world at one time for crime, for criminal activity. Huh? I don't think it is anymore. $50 off. That's Supermax there.
Give them a call. 872
Division 11.
And don't forget to ask about that guarantee. That's 872-217-HAIR, or for the incredible before and afters, visit advancedhair.com.
Top trending stories on WBBMNewsRadio.com.
New nighttime holiday display has been dazzling visitors to San Francisco's Golden Gate Park, and it has a remarkable resemblance to a similar holiday exhibit at Chicago's Botanic Gardens. The immersive holiday display is called Lightscape and contains over 1 billion twinkling lights. Sister gardens in Chicago, Brooklyn, and London also have that event, but this is San Francisco's first. The display has already attracted 100,000 visitors and will run through January 4th. A new poll finds that 1 in 4 Americans would rather not. Wait, let's start that over. A new poll finds that 1 in 4 Americans would rather have a root canal than go to a New Year's Eve party. That's apparently why more than 30% of us plan to cozy up with the TV to ring in 2026. 10% plan to sit around and doom scroll. All right.
Doom scroll? Is that what we do now?
The biggest difference between these bears and last season bears.
You know, I'm glad I listened to the radio. I learned a new term, everybody. Doom scrolling. There's bed rot, where you lay in the bed, or couch. There's the old, what we know, couch potato, but they have bed rot. Now we have doom scrolling, right? Let's see if we can get past this slide here, right? There we go. I'm getting into my neighborhood now, so where are we at? 647.
You know what you're going to get every single week.
Along with the center, Drew Dahlman, named to the Pro Bowl earlier this week, in part because the Bears have the second best rushing offense in the league, and in part because the Bears have allowed the 5th fewest sacks. Avuni is careful to give quarterback Caleb Williams his flowers.
Credit to him too. He's really, he's got great legs back there. He moves around and he makes a lot of things happen. And so, no line always just trying to block through the end of the whistle. But, credit to Caleb. He's a great player and, he makes us look better a lot of times.
And we'll see how they all look Sunday night in San Francisco. A Green Bay loss, though, to Baltimore tomorrow night would make the Bears NFC North champs before they set foot on the field. Otherwise, they can win the division with a win. College football, Northwestern Central Michigan met in the Game Above Sports Bowl, where Northwestern came out on top. Final score 34-7. Minnesota, New Mexico underway in the Rate Bowl. That's hosted in Arizona. They are tied at 14. And Michigan has reportedly settled on its new coach, Kyle Whittingham, who's been at Utah for over 20 years. The Bulls host Philadelphia tonight. It's the start of a 6-game homestand, and there's a 4-game Bulls winning streak on the line. Maverick center Anthony Davis has a groin strain and will miss a few games. And the Hawks are off today. Hockey's holiday break ends tomorrow when the Hawks visit Dallas. That's sports at 16 and 46 past each hour. It's 6:48. Time to check it on the roads now. And here's Trent Erickson.
We got a multi-vehicle crash now working on the eastbound side of the Adams. This is heavy approaching Roselle as a result, and it's in about a couple of lanes there, so it's going to be a bit slow going and worse before it gets better. That's going to interfere with your shopping at Woodfield as well, or your returning maybe more so. Westbound side looks okay on the Adams with no issues or problems there. You're moving fine on most of the area tollways. The only other tollway delay is going to be southbound on the Tri-State. This is from Cermak down to Ogden, a little bit slow going, getting into that work zone. Nothing on your northbound travel, and nothing on the rest of them. That's whatever's left. On the Edens in and outbound looks pretty good too. Kennedy inbound Canfield to Foster, a little slow, then Division on into downtown. A 21-minute trip in from O'Hare and 13 from the Edens Junction. Outbound delays take you from downtown to Ogden, and we had an earlier crash there that's been cleared, and then you go from Bryn Mawr to Sayre, a little slow. 15 to get to Montrose, 24 minutes out to O'Hare, and express lanes are about 2 minutes faster on your outbound side, and they're clear. Eisenhower inbound, only delays, and they go from Manheim to Austin, 37 in from I-90 and 19 from Manheim. 31-minute trip all the way out to I-90 with a nice clear shot. Stevenson inbound, slow spots from Central up to Kedzie. Looking at 21 minutes in from the Tri-State and 12 from Cicero. Back out, clear with no issues at all. 55 through Will County looks good north and southbound. Dan Ryan in from 31st and out to 18th. Slow, it's 18 minutes in and about 16 on your way back out. On the Bishop Ford, slow in from 115th Street and 17 in from I-80-94. This LHR Drive north from Roosevelt to Navy Pier, slow spots, and southbound side from Oak Street curve down to Chicago, a little heavy. Your next report at 6:58 on News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
WBBM AccuWeather. It will stay rather cloudy for tonight. We'll get down to 37 for an overnight low. A good deal of clouds for tomorrow with a high of 47. And still a lot of clouds tomorrow night. Temperatures nearly steady, though, in the mid to upper 40s. And it warms up to around 55 on Sunday with clouds and periods of rain.
55!
Much colder Sunday night and Monday. Right now, 42 degrees at O'Hare, 44 at Midway.
There we go. That's the end of our broadcast. Thank you. It's going to be 50 degrees this weekend. It's 6:51 p.m., December 26, 2025, Friday night. Be safe. Be merry. It's Christmas. Be merry. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. How do you turn this thing off now? Oh, man, my button disappeared. There's always time when a button disappears. That's how life goes. There we go. Appreciate everybody. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time. Hope I entertained you a little bit. Hope we learned some things. I learned something. What did we learn tonight? What's the word for tonight? Doom scrolling. You see, look, we can all tell these young kids. I'm 57. I got 20-year-old kids. You doom scrolling? And they're going to say, how'd you learn that? Oh, we know things. Take it easy. I love everybody. Have a good night. Be safe. Happy Friday. I usually don't go live on the weekend, so have a great weekend. I'll throw some news up there. You know I am. And I might go out to the ranch. We'll see. Take it easy, everybody. Love everybody. Have a good night. Have a great week. Merry Christmas. SubX.News signing off. 6:52 p.m.